Is this thing on? Welcome to Wintercroft Investigations. You are now a member of an organization that has been seeking the truth since the 1930s. While many of our cases are in the vicinity of our New York City and San Francisco locations, you should be prepared to travel around the country and eventually the world. You will handle investigations that may seem small to you, but mean the world to our clientele. There will also be times when you are paired up with other investigators for larger cases. You may have heard rumors that we investigate the esoteric and mystical side of things as well. And those rumors would be correct. Here we believe that the truth is paramount, no matter how ridiculous or absurd it may seem on the surface. Now that you are one of us, we hope that you will keep the tradition of truth alive and close to your heart.
Hello and welcome everyone to our first episode of Wintercroft Investigations. I'm so excited that this brainchild has finally come together. So I'd normally say we're gonna go around, but there's only me and my good friend Snow. So we're just gonna go say who she is, because I'm Lindy, Laugh Love Lindy, and this is my channel, and I'm the keeper of arcane lore. So, don't lose my hand on my sleeve. Snow, how are you tonight? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good this Wednesday night, Lindy. I'm hydrated, ready to be, hopefully not scared yet. Save some cats,
Cool. Yeah. No, typical classic stuff. You gotta hydrate so you don't dehydrate. And, why don't we go into, just kind of casually get right into it. Who are you playing this evening?
Right, so tonight I'm playing, this lovely lady called Irena Zhao. She kind of just wanders around the States, kind of doing tunings for organs and pianos of all sorts. And the Wintercroft was like, hey, we will hire you because why not? They look into the Easter Bunny, so, whatever. Money is money. Comes from a background of, was a concert pianist. Shaky hand, not much into that anymore, so I get by.
You get by. That's what's important, really. Getting by, surviving, living life. But Irena, she's does some traveling. She's most recently found herself in her hometown, actually, San Francisco. You did some work for a church, an old church that was there. They had an organ that was making a really weird sound. It turns out that someone had just stuffed some socks into it. Easy fix for you, but you know what you're doing. They thought it was haunted. It wasn't. But while you were in town, do you visit any family? Because I know you have family in the area.
Yeah, kind of. I'm going to do one of those like hit and runs. Not actually hit and run. She's gonna drop by a couple of gifts for her nieces and nephews. Hopefully they haven't just multiplied in the time that she's been away. And
Yes,
drop
you have a new nephew.
I do.
You do. Well, you will soon.
All right, so I still have some time before
You still have some time. You've got about 4 months, probably.
Excellent. Was there a baby shower recently? With like an itemized guest list of things that they want?
There is going to be one soon, but it has not happened yet.
Excellent. So I'm going to preempt it and just make up an excuse of when I'm not going to be there.
Cool. Yeah, they're planning on having it like closer to Thanksgiving a little bit, It's October,
Excellent.
by the way. It is the end of October. It is specifically October 28th.
October 28th.
Which is a Saturday. Yes.
Cool. I'm just going to write that down.
Just write down. Take
Beginning of my demise.
Yeah. Beginning of my demise. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's Saturday, October 28th, 1985.
Oh, even before a game.
Yeah, before
Nice.
before the main campaign starts. So, you visited. Your brother was very happy to see you, and he said he had gotten a message from, because we don't have cell phones and things yet. So generally, if someone wants to get a hold of you, they often contact family or friends. Your brother hands you a note from Wintercroft Investigations. If you are in the area, they would like you in as soon as possible.
So you're telling me my boss has contacted you?
Yeah, they did. I'm your emergency contact.
And this is an emergency.
It's a big deal. They've messaged a couple times before, like, hello, do you know if Miss Zhao is in the area, because sometimes you're a little hard to get a hold of because you travel so often. You don't always update your travel info.
Yeah, so about that, I'm not going to be able to make it for around Thanksgiving. Just, heads up.
All right,
So
good to know. Yeah, we'll just have to, catch up after that or something.
Yeah, whenever the newest addition to the family pops. Right.
I think that's,
It's been good to
let's see, he does, like, some mental math. February. That's actually supposed to be around Valentine's Day.
Romantic. I'm gonna head off to work. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
She kind of gives him like an awkward pat.
He's like, really good to see you, by the way. You're looking
Good
great.
to see you too.
Yeah, doing well. Good.
Yeah.
Glad you have work. And it's just, like, glad you're keeping busy, basically.
Need
And
some
they'll walk
aloe
you
for
out.
that burn.
Uh-huh.
And go for my. I guess I'm going for work.
Yes, so the San Francisco branch is not far away at all. You leave the area, catch a bus. There's a lot of buses, and it's probably like a 25-minute, 30-minute bus drive. It looks like they called earlier this afternoon. And you get to Wintercroft Investigations. It's probably 4 or 5 p.m. around dinner time.
Excellent. Because I'm real healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get a snack and just go straight in.
Oh, yes, because you're super healthy, yeah. And you walk in, and there's the secretary at the front desk who is like, oh, yes, hello. Oh, Miss Zhao. Miss Zhao? Yes, thank goodness. She's got, like, a bunch of, you notice, a lot of folders on her desk, and a lot of them have, like, a picture clipped on with, like, names, and she goes, we have had a very urgent request come in, and you were one of the people we thought would be better for this case.
Right. Is it something to do with, I don't know, Thanksgiving turkey on the loose or something?
No. We have this mission briefing ready for you if you'd like to. And
All right.
she hands you a VHS tape and, like, a file.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
like the room to the left, it says briefing room. There's like a VHS player in there and a TV and stuff.
Thank you.
Yes. If you need me, I'll
And
be right
she's
out
like-
here.
And she just like turns, goes.
Yeah. There's also, like,
Plug it in.
tea and coffee and, like, some cookies and stuff in the briefing room, so you can grab a snack or a drink if you'd like. But you pop it in, and
Yes, sure. I pop it in, and I'm one of those monsters, so like put my cookie, dissolve it in the coffee, and drink the coffee while I listen.
love it. So I would like you to go watch your mission briefing. I'll see you guys in a
Oh
second.
my god. Okay, awesome. That's just me. Okay, there we go.
All right, listen up now. This is a very important job for a high-profile repeat client, Kim Soo Jae, an executive at Samsung Life Insurance. Ms. Kim has loved our work in the past when we assisted her in gathering evidence of corporate espionage. This assignment, however, is a bit more personal. Her grandson, Kim Yoo-jun, has been missing for over 24 hours. That, coupled with the fact that there's a serial killer targeting his exact demographic, means she has requested our services as soon as possible. She has already arranged for you to work alongside a local detective once you arrive. Now, more about that serial killer. For a few months now, there's been a string of odd murders in Busan, South Korea. Most of the individuals were missing for several days, or even up to a week before their bodies were discovered. All of the victims have been young men, and found with their heart and livers missing. Now, this next part we want you to keep a bit close to your chest. From the descriptions of the bodies, it sounds almost as if it could be a gumiho, or nine-tailed fox if you prefer, responsible. Gumiho are mythological creatures that take the shape of beautiful young women to seduce men and eat their livers and or hearts. Anyway, I'm sure you can see the connection. Oh, speaking of which, there's a flight you need to catch. Oh, possibly a serial killer. Good luck!
So that was your mission briefing.
Oh my god. Okay.
How's that coffee treating you?
It's mushy. Just the way I like it, nice and viscous. I'm just like, I think she's just like, I hope they got a translator, because I'm not Korean.
Yep.
The first thing, and then the second thing, she just kind of, pokes her head out as she looks at the reception lady and is like, how long do I have until
She's
my,
got a name tag that says Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Oh,
How
yes.
long do I have until my,
Your
flight?
As long as you leave within the next 20 minutes, you'll make it. It's a red eye. You're gonna be flying overnight.
Right, and how am I getting there in 20 minutes?
Oh, no, leave here in 20 minutes. As long as you're leaving the building in 20 minutes. There's a taxi outside. It'll take you there.
Okay.
I've got your tickets are in the file, along with some extra specs on the mission. And I just received word about half hour ago. She leans back and looks at the clock that Detective Shin Jinju is going to be meeting you at the airport.
Jinju. No idea. Alright, thank you. She just kind of gives her another, like, Just, we'll walk out. Do I have anything? I mean, I think I have my bags packed already.
You do.
Probably backpack. Nice. Got my tuning fork, and she's just like, since when do I catch murders?
It's all, you never know what you're gonna get at Wintercroft Investigations. Sometimes it's a grab
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah, and I'm just like, Founder's definitely missing a few screws.
They might
A few
be
sandwiches short of a picnic.
It's like they went to Antarctica and saw some shit. But anyways,
Cheers.
yeah. Yep. You get your bags all lined up and you get your backpack. You've got your file. You can go over it in the plane. It's an overnight flight. You'll have plenty of time. It only takes like 15 hours to fly in to get there, so...
That's a direct connect, though. That ain't bad.
No, it ain't. Thankfully, you're leaving from the West Coast, or it'd be like 16 hours, so... Yeah, it's a long plane flight. But it seems that they got you business class, at the very least, so you'll be able to stretch your legs a little bit more, have a little bit more recline to your seat.
So I feel less like a cramped tuna.
You feel less like a cramped tuna, yes. Taxi goes there uneventfully. You go through. Your paperwork's already approved. Your visa has been rushed for visiting purposes, and you get on the plane. And if you want to look through that file a little bit more, you are more than welcome to. Or if you just sleep the whole time, it's up to you. What do you do on this long plane flight?
We're not allowed to bring alcohol, are we?
No, but alcohol is served on the plane, and I believe you can... I don't know if smoking's still allowed on planes. I know that your pilot can fly drunk. That's a 1989 law.
Excellent.
Yes, you can smoke on the plane, and you can drink on the plane. Yes.
Cool. I will probably stare at the drink menu, close it, take out a cigarette. have a smoke while I look through these files.
Yeah, it's
So-
smoky. Yeah, in the smoking section, of course. But you know, you
I'm
look
gonna
for the
go
file.
to the smoking section, then read it like I'm looking at one of those newspapers, you know?
Yeah, so you're looking through, and it appears that the person who's hired you, Miss Kim Soo-jae, she has requested specifically a female agent for this task because the serial killer has apparently been targeting men, so she thinks a woman might be able to get a better perspective, or at least not be a target when investigating. And you see that there's a little bit more information on, very hastily scribbled down information on Detective Shin. She is one of the very few female detectives in South Korea at the time.
Nice.
And she herself is half Korean, half Chinese. So it would seem that they were trying to look for someone who would be able to be compatible with the detective. It says some English, so the fact that you speak Chinese made you a candidate at the top of the list. And let's see, what else is in that file? You find out that the young sir who's been missing, Kim Yoo-jun, is 23 years old, average height, average weight, went to college at Seoul University for
Nice.
business. I got a business degree, and is working under a Samsung affiliate, not Samsung Life Insurance, but a different branch of the Samsung Corporation, because they own everything. Everything. Maybe not as much as in the modern day, but you know, they own a lot. It's a lot. Almost an intimidating amount. You're like, is that a Samsung apartment complex? Not 1985, but you know, it's a little weird. So yeah, he's working at a branch of Samsung, and he was in Busan for some business meetings, and then was supposed to meet up with his friends the next night. He never showed up the next night, so they're assuming that he disappeared approximately 36 hours ago.
So we're literally going while it's still hot.
You're going while it's still hot, because the police. This serial killer has been going on for quite some time. It says more details to be revealed by Detective Shin when you get there. But you know that South Korea is going to be hosting the 1988 Olympics, and so they're trying to keep bad press to a minimum. And if the grandson of an executive at Samsung Life Insurance got murdered by a serial killer, that would be some bad press. So you can see why Miss Kim outsourced a little bit and is lighting the fire underneath the local forces, police forces, you could say. Otherwise, you have some cigarettes, some drinks. A nice meal is served on the plane. You are given the option of, once you cross over like a certain point in the Pacific, like meal number 1 is very American, but once you cross, like get to like meal number 2, breakfast, you are asked if you want American or Korean breakfast.
Korean? Because that'll be really exciting.
Yeah, so you're given a delicious Korean breakfast. There's some kimchi, some other pickled vegetables, rice, some bulgogi beef. It's very tasty.
If only I had more taste buds back in the day when we were on ground. Yeah, I think I'm just like chilling, having a nice smoke. Probably go through like half a pack. It's fine. Don't have a problem. And
It's fine.
Okay, so
Look, it's the 80s. It's not a problem. Much
it's
yet.
healthy.
It's not quite that part in the
Ish.
80s.
Yeah. So just to be making sure we're definitely clear on this, it's a serial killer people are likening to a nine-tailed fox.
It's a serial killer that a couple people have been like, oh, that's kind of like a gumiho. Because for the audience, nine-tailed foxes are in a lot of parts of Asia. China, Japan, South Korea. The difference is that China and Japan, they're often like mischievous, you know, They can be helpful. In South Korea, they're like, nope, we're gonna straight up murder you and eat your liver and maybe your heart, depending on which story it is, or both. Because they are not mischievous; they are malevolent in South Korean mythology. So, it's been a little interesting, the fact that each body has been missing. That more details will follow once you meet with Detective Shin. You haven't seen any newspapers about it. Maybe you've seen like somewhere in Chinatown in San Francisco because you were just there. There's probably like a newspaper or something that's mentioned something about some serial killings, but nothing specific because again, they're trying to keep things quiet. But your flight goes without problem, and it's a weird coincidence. But you know, if it is a Kumiho, that is something that Wintercroft Investigations would definitely want to figure out and get some proof of. They're those kinds of people.
If only we had someone with a camera.
Don't worry. There's other ways of gathering proof. You're working with a detective! So, you land. Do you sleep at all on the plane?
It's a 14-hour flight.
Yes. Some people have a hard time sleeping on planes, and it makes really long flights kind of miserable. Not that I know anybody like that, but just curious.
No, I think she's the kind that actually will sleep while traveling.
Nice.
I think one of her talents is I can and will sleep anywhere. Special ability was sleeping on a fence once.
Ooh, nice, like a cat. I'm here for
Maybe.
it. Here for
But
it.
no, she probably just like knocks out after reading everything, having her smokes, and just.
Yep. No, not a problem. You conk out. You get woken up for breakfast. And not long after breakfast, you land at Gimpo International Airport, which is the airport of Seoul at the moment. It's been there for quite a while. You disembark, you go through customs. They look through your bags because tuning forks is not something they're used to seeing, and it kind of like set off. Actually, no, it's the 80s. Security isn't nearly as tight. You're fine. You go through customs. It's no big deal.
Yeah, they're just like, that's weird. Welcome to Korea.
You're like, oh, you're coming out on an American visa? Yeah, you're fine. Psh, approved. Go through. Yeah. So. There we go. You get through and you see, like, there's people holding signs, waiting for people, and you see your name on a sign in English and Chinese.
Excellent. She'll like kind of like make a straight line as straight as it can towards it.
All right, and you see a woman wearing like a power 80s business suit. Like, it's got shoulder pads.
The shoulder pad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And you go up to her and she'll say in Chinese, Irena Zhao?
Yes, and you're Detective Shinju?
Yes, I am Detective Shin Jinju. I work with the Busan Police Department, and I'm here to take you there, actually.
Excellent.
Once we get on the train, I'll fill you more on the case details.
Of course.
And
After
she
you.
will spin. She's got like those also classic like square-toed business shoes with like the 1-inch heel in the back, like they're almost loafers, but they're not quite. Click-clacks her way through the airport. You guys get the luggage you brought. Get on out. And you go to the train station, where you get on a train to Busan.
I think I'm like following her like one of those delinquents because I'm wearing a random baggy band t-shirt and some jeans. Like,
She
oh.
doesn't outwardly judge you.
I appreciate the non-outward judgment.
Yes.
Appreciate the internal one. I saw it in her eyes. It's all good.
So you guys get on the train. She has gotten you guys like the nicer part of the train, so you actually have like a little section to yourselves. Not like a full train car or anything, but you've got like the two pairs of seats that like face each other. You each have like the two seats so you can put your bags down and have plenty of room and stuff. And she'll pull out some files. Alright, so here are more of the case details. There's been, for the past 7 months, A murder every month in Busan. Different locations. We've looked them up on a map. There's no correlation that we can find so far between the site of where the body is, because we don't think they're being killed there. We think they're being brought there after they're killed elsewhere. And there's like a couple pictures, like in some of the files. So far, it's been 7 young men, all between the ages of 20 and 25.
Alright.
The other commonalities
Tragic.
that they share is that they're all single. None of them are married. Or even engaged. None of them also knew each other. So that's another interesting correlation. 5 of them have life insurance with Samsung Life Insurance, which honestly 2/3 of the country does. So it's not that much of a clue in, but it is one of the few commonalities we could find. Also, 3 of them banked at B&K Financial Group, and then another 3 of them, actually one of them who has the banking, also have the same doctor, Dr. Kwakuje.
Okay.
Other than that, the other similarities was there was tufts of white fox fur found on the bodies or near them. Yeah, that's the strangest bit.
Interesting. And just gonna like, so there's like, it's an actual file, right? Like I can rifle through it.
Yes. It's like
Okay.
a segment of papers, and you've got like a spare seat to the side of you, probably on the window side. There's
I am
room
so
for you.
impressed, even in the 1980s, that we were able to have a spare seat. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
touched.
a you know, it's not rush hour for the train, so.
nice. Okay, so having a quick look. What are their jobs again?
So all of them have an interesting variety of jobs. One of them was a plumber.
All right.
Another one was, let's see, a plumber, a carpenter. So they're both in construction, but not at the same construction company or firm. Another one was he worked at an electronics company, like legally distinct Radio Shack. Another one was a college student. Let's see, the next one was a lawyer, but not like a full lawyer. They were like a trainee. Like they haven't taken the bar exam yet, basically. The 6th one was a model, and then the last one, number 7. Words. I have it like, yeah, like this. And I'm like, what is the specific thing? Businessy. It's another business type establishment.
Some sort of like white collar.
Printing
Existence.
business, like an ad agency. That's the word I put. I put
Perfect.
advertisements, and I'm like, but he's not the model. I was like, oh no, it's like an ad agency. Yeah, like
Okay.
printing adverts and that kind of thing. Yeah. Wow, words are hard sometimes. So that's the 7th, and then Kim Yoon-jun is the most recent person to go missing, and he fits into that category perfectly of the targets so far.
Young, single, just starting out in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure, right? Love hotels aren't as a big thing in South Korea.
Not as much. They're
Yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not. I mean, they're there, but they're not as advertised as in
Okay.
Japan. Yeah,
Cool.
they're a little more.
I'm
They're a little more
just
tucked
curious.
in and hidden away.
Because if I'm like a single young human and I just got my, nice jobs, I'd probably want to spend on, I don't know, fried chicken and maybe on cute little
Some
group
fried
dates.
chicken and beer. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, they're all the perfect age for that.
And it seems that the dates, the longest someone was missing was a week. The shortest someone was missing was 3 days before the body
Okay.
turned up.
So we don't really have much time left. Cool.
You've got a couple days maybe. I would like you, as you're looking over all of this, to give me an idea check though.
Ooh.
Or library use, either one, whichever you'd like. An idea check is just an intelligence check.
Cool, I will maybe look at library use. We'll see. Whatever my library use. Let's do it. Man, this is not looking good. Why do I only roll high for systems that don't want me to roll high? Ugh.
It
Come on,
happens.
Snake Eyes.
It's fine.
Come back.
You look through it, and that's kind of, you get all the information that she's kind of told you. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions for me about the case?
Yeah, actually, she'll probably like, since I'm out of ideas, I'll be like, so do you have any particular leads you're looking into? And also, what's really popular for young men to spend money on these days?
Oh, well, there's the bars, beer, soju, that kind of thing. There's a few areas in town that are popular, some night markets with the young men, but some of these weren't even known to frequent those kinds of areas. We can check them out. I do have some appointments lined up for us tomorrow. We'll get into Busan this evening. If you want to check out some night markets then, we can. But in the morning, I'm going to have us go to the bank and the doctor's office just to see if there's anything.
Any common transactions and any... Yeah. Sure, I'd be happy to hit the town in the evening.
Alright, we'll do that once we get settled in. We're actually going to be staying at the Kim family hanok in Busan.
That sounds fancy. What is a hanok?
Oh, it's a traditional Korean home.
My girl's like, is there anything I need to know? Like, you can't step on any,
Take
the
your shoes
cracks
off
in the tatami.
when you get inside. No tatami, just wood floors.
Cool. She's just like, I don't know Korean culture.
she'll give you like the brief.
Chinese.
She'll give you like a brief rundown, and it seems pretty relaxed. Just do not take your shoes in the house, which is standard for most Asian countries.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to do any cooking, there's an outside kitchen. They want to keep the house smelling like the natural wood that it is. So nothing with any strong scents inside the house.
Lucky for them, I don't cook. Just smiles.
I don't
Hey.
either. So, we'll be staying in the guest rooms there. I actually technically have an apartment in Busan, but someone else is feeding my cat, so I'm gonna be here for questions if you need me. Mr. Kim was staying at the hanok. I figured we could also look through his room. The local authorities already did a once-over, but they've found very few leads, so that's why I've been called in. And you.
Alright. Happy to be here.
Alright, and she kind of just leans back, and once you're done with it, she'll take a couple of files and just kind of look at them and be like, I will give her an idea check, because you two are, cooperating? Not corroborating, you're cooperating.
I mean, give us a couple more motives, we might.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. So she's going to look at these and go, hey, how good are you? Do you know anything about, astrological stuff? Like stars, moon phases, that kind of thing?
I had an ex that was really into that stuff.
Do you know when the last full moon was?
Do I know when the last full moon was?
How much do you pay attention to the lunar cycles?
Well, considering I have to follow the lunar calendar for a bunch of things, probably a bit more consistently than I'd like to admit, because I think my dad doesn't really follow the current calendar. He's like, no, your birthday is this day. I'm like, no, Dad, it's that. So
it happens. It happens. Huh. So you think on it then, and the last full moon was the day that the last victim was murdered. And if you go back a month from that, that's when the victim before was murdered. It would seem that the victims are being killed on the night of the full moons.
That's pretty poetic. She's like, huh? Like, hey, back home we have something similar, like werewolves. Which is
Right.
like-
Cool. Werewolves. That's disconcerting. Can't believe no one didn't notice that before, but, right.
How
When
close
is
are
the
we to
next full moon?
years? Yeah. Jane, how close are we?
The next full moon? Why, now that it's Saturday, October 27th, it would seem that the next full moon is Sunday, October 29th. And I'd like you to make me a another intelligence check, just to
Excellent.
or yeah.
Pure intelligence, let's go.
Or
where are you?
history, or anything
History?
to do. Yeah, if you wanted to roll a history, you could, or a library.
I would like to try to roll my intelligence for library.
Okay, then just go for intelligence then. Hard success.
Not bad.
So with a hard success, you realize tomorrow is not just a full moon.
Okay.
It is also it is a full lunar eclipse. Also known as a blood moon.
Like, even if this is not supernatural, Mr. Kim is so dead. And she's just like, so the next full moon should be tomorrow, and it's a blood moon.
I'm
Does
sorry,
that
what?
mean anything? She's like,
My banana.
pat, pat, there.
Well, a blood moon's kind of, suspicious, don't you think?
For him or for us?
Oh, just in general. Okay, tomorrow? Tomorrow night, you said? An eclipse?
Yeah,
The full...
I mean,
Oh, gosh. Okay,
Well-
that doesn't give us as much time as I thought. Okay, I was hoping we'd have at least 4 days. Oh, okay.
eh. Do you drink a lot of coffee? Because if you don't,
We're
I
gonna
recommend
start.
starting now.
Yeah. So you would know also with that hard success that, lunar eclipses often symbolize a spiritual aspect of, deep emotional tides or, events that might mirror on Earth in the sky. So blood moon might mean that, yeah, blood. It's not looking good for Mr. Kim at this moment. But you have until tomorrow evening at the least. And the eclipse probably isn't going to happen till after midnight, maybe? Maybe.
Okay. So we have until basically about the witching hour of tomorrow night.
Basically, yeah.
I'm probably jet lagged as fuck.
Oh, yeah. At least you slept on the
This is
plane.
excellent. At least I slept, yeah.
It would have sucked if you couldn't sleep on a plane.
I'm just I love the fact that it's gonna be a Chable dying as well. Anyway, so yeah, so he's gonna, or she's gonna, sorry, just thinking, I don't know what to do. They're like, this is great. I think I'm just gonna sit on the plane, like not plane, train, in silence as I'm like, okay,
I think Detective Shin does something similar. Just like,
like, well, at least when it comes to Wintercroft, all I really need is proof of a fox spirit. I don't really need this guy alive. I'm just slowly
Well,
consoling
you know-
myself. Would be nice.
Miss Kim did want their grandson alive, but you know, things happen sometimes.
Yeah, it's happened. I mean, worst case scenario, boss, there's a were fox.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, you kind of dwell on that in silence for the next couple hours of the train ride. It's about mid-afternoon, early evening, around dinner time when you come into Busan on the train. You go to the parking lot, and she has a car parked there. It is a Hyundai. Hyundai Pony, first generation, because they are everywhere right now. Most of the cars you see on the roads are
We love ourselves a good Hyundai.
are those. So she opens the door for you, puts your bags in the trunk,
Thank you.
certainly, and gets in and drives.
As she drives, I'm gonna pull out my little Walkman and I'm gonna play Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You rewind the cassette. Total Eclipse of the Heart. And yeah, you drive, get there. It's a nice neighborhood that you guys go into. All the little houses have stone fences around them. Let's see. And there's a gate. She'll park out front to open the gate for you. And before you know it, yeah, you're in the house. She'll say, let's put your bags in the guest room, and then we'll get to looking at his room. God, I hope there's clues.
Got it. And she'll, like, get it on the backpack, go to the guest room, take off the shoes before she goes in. And since I'm feeling a bit underdressed, I'll put on a little dress shirt. Jeans stay on though, but dress shirt.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Mm-hmm. Gotta match the shoulder pads somehow.
You gotta match it somehow.
Lady's got intense energy.
Yeah. You haven't met Miss Kim yet, but you can only imagine by the meticulousness with which this house is decorated, and the fact that she's an executive, that she be an intense woman. The detective, after about 20 minutes, will knock on your door. Miss Zhao, are you ready?
Yep, definitely. Right. She's like, tries to I think even back in the 80s for her neater-ish hair. So she's like hasty ponytail attempt.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She gives you a pair of rubber gloves.
Right. Investigation scene.
Yep. And opens the door to Mr. Kim's room. This room looks like it was once a childhood room that has been preserved but updated for adult sensibilities. There is a working desk in there, but there's also an old toy chest in the corner. A bookshelf with some favorite childhood books on the bottom shelves, and then books on business, economy, and finance on the upper shelves that are easier to get to.
Oh, you wonderful.
And of course, the bed, the mattress on the floor, pillow, and a lot of blankets, because it's pretty chilly. It's end of October. And the family cat is just in there, chilling. No, they don't have a cat. They're sad people.
They wish they did.
They wish they had a cat. And yeah, if you want to look for clues in this room, I would love for you to give me a spot hidden check.
Excellent. If I do not succeed at this, I'm going for that toy chest.
Okay.
Spot. Just so you know. Okay, where are you? This is a good time to realize that I need to get better at reminding my sheet. Ah, there we go. Oh my god! I noticed that. I'm going for the toy chest.
Go for the toy chest. Inside the toy chest, there are some old figures, like little toy soldiers, but old school soldiers. They got swords and stuff. They're cool. Well, a little boy would think they're really cool. There's also some tops, some building blocks, just kind of, there look to be a couple of actually hand-carved toys in here that appear to have been well loved, but taken care of as well.
Okay.
Some of them are wrapped up very gently in some fabric to help keep them less stinged up.
What kind of toys are they, so we can get an idea of what his interests are?
Yes, you get the feeling that he's not particularly sporty or outdoorsy. From these, despite the soldiers with their swords and shields and armor and that kind of thing, a lot of the toys are kind of like building type of toys, lots of blocks, puzzles. There's some puzzles in there, tops. A lot of things that you can play with indoors. It doesn't look, you don't see grass stains on any of these, like he maybe took them outside and played with them a lot. It seems that, our guy was kind of an indoorsy kind of guy.
No, given his books, yeah, fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of books.
We got ourselves a brainiac.
Yeah, that's probably why he went into business at the Seoul University. It's the best university in South Korea. He's got his diploma framed on the wall.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me of my brother, overachiever. I'll go over and look at the books and see if there's anything that he read recently that he might have maybe gone to. Just anything now. I'm just going
It looks like he read some books on how to broker business deals. Detective Shin will translate them for you. These are all business, these are finance, these are self-improvement books. It looks like one of the self-improvement books was looked at recently. Kind of like one of those how to make friends in high places kinds of books. You know, yeah.
There's that one book. I believe that people still read it. Okay.
Yep, it's basically that.
Okay. So, this is mostly just my girl Irena having really strict parents and going from that. Are there any books that aren't actually books?
Yeah, some of the children's books aren't just books, study books. It looks like he was interested in mysteries.
Okay, so he's done the thing. Okay.
It's like the equivalent of Sherlock Holmes in there.
And
those seem to have been well read, a lot.
Okay. And in between, so he was staying here, and he was supposed to be making that, and he was last seen at.
And if you look under the the mattress, there's some manga, but some comics, yeah. It's not dirty. Yeah. It's just not on the main bookshelf. No hentai here.
Yeah, I think she'll come out from underneath his bed and is like, this guy's got good taste. Just holding one of the comics.
She'll be like, huh, interesting. And you also see the only other obvious thing is the calendar in the room, his day planner. You see there was a ton of business meetings, and then he had go out with friends on that night he went missing, and you see that it looks like there was something for lunch, but then it got erased and scratched out.
Ooh, what was the thing before lunch? If I did so if I took a sheet of paper, slid it under, and used some graphite to do the thingy,
you can give it a go.
Kind of want to see what his lunch plans were.
Go for it. Let's see, what check would that be? That would probably be, let's go with a spot hidden or a library use.
I will use nope, spot hidden there.
Okay.
Hopefully that's better for me.
Yes! Success!
Oh my god!
So, with that, you see that the lunch appointment was, it said date. It was basically the equivalent of date ?
Date. Oh! Our boy got it. Oh, I'm so invested. I mean, it turns out I think that date's probably that, about to eat his heart and his liver. But if she is, or he is, who we think they are. Okay. They were gonna go on a date, and it's been scratched out.
Yep.
Does he have a secretary or like some personal assistant? I mean, he's a chable. Like he's a young master. Like, does he have an assistant who schedules his stuff for him?
He has one, but she didn't travel. Oh, sorry, he didn't travel down with him for these business meetings. He stayed at the main branch to do the work that comes up in Seoul while he was gone. But you do see the contact information for that person, like with all the business meetings.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So you have the contact info for his aide, who is in Seoul. Looks like a lot of phone calls were had because, like, you see, like, there's like a notepad next to the phone that's got like time, and then right next to it is like, someone contacted me about this. Someone asked for me to fax over the files about such and such. Yeah, someone.
One. Okay, perfect. Yeah, she'll just quickly give Detective Shin a bit of like a. So Loverboy apparently was going on a date for lunch.
Huh.
Think his personal secretary might know something?
We can ask. Picks up. Well, yeah, no, it's past office hours. I'll have to call tomorrow.
That's a personal secretary. They don't usually get healthy office hours.
Well, we can give it a go. She'll take your phone. And then it's a rotary phone, so you gotta dial all the numbers. Yes. And then it basically does the, hello, yes, I'd like to speak to someone. Yes, this is Detective Shin. Yes, Shin Jinju. Yep. He just left, but I could have him call us first thing in the morning. He's getting in early. Kittens don't drink tea.
Huh, what do you know? A personal assistant that has some sort of home life.
Well, his boss is missing right now, so that could be, part of it. Yeah, we'll have him call us back at this number as soon as he gets into the office. Thank you.
Right, thank you. He's gonna call us first thing. Let's hope he knows anything. But it was scribbled. Probably just hidden. Where are some good places to eat near here?
Yeah, I was just getting hungry myself. We could get some fried chicken and beer, if you want.
She just like looks at you. Is that the kind of place you go for a good? Yes, but is that the kind of place you go for like a good date?
That's the question. Really depends on how classy you wanted to treat this lady.
Well, if we're looking at everybody else, we've got what, model, plumber. She just points at the rest of the files. You know the list.
Yeah.
And you're going on a date, maybe around this area, sort of, not too far. What do we do for lunch? Something that a chabo like him and the rest of them would all agree on.
Something they'd all agree on. It'd have to be on budget for the construction worker and plumber to be able to afford it. But something nice enough or classic that the more well-to-do would still enjoy it. Korean barbecue.
I think my stomach just audibly rumbles. And he's like, that didn't happen.
Let's go get some barbecue.
It's like, oh! I love you! Following after for pork belly.
So you guys go out to, you ask around a little bit to see where the best, barbecue place is. And you go and you get the pork belly. You get the thin cuts of beef, thin sliced duck. It is delicious. All the banchan, besides pickled radish, the rice, the garlic. It's also delicious. And now I want it. It's very good. It's very tasty.
It's delicious. I'm gonna go order takeout after this.
Oh, not bad, but yeah.
All right. while we're ordering like all the lump sum and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably like be chatting to the waiters, uncharacteristically actually smiling, like.
Yeah.
Right,
One of them actually speaks English. If you wanted to
nice.
converse in English with them.
Perfect. I would love to speak to the English-speaking one because I don't know Korean.
Yep.
As I'll be like, so,
Yeah.
I know we're ordering a lot, right? But anyone
Yeah.
else like this, or?
Oh, you know, lots of people order all sorts of things here all the time. He's one of those Koreans that has an Australian accent and it really throws you for a loop, and you're like, what? You're not expecting they're Australian.
Cool.
At least it threw me for a loop. I was like, what? Why are you Aussie?
Yeah, you're just like. So,
Yeah. Looking for anyone in
You
particular?
studied-
You do have a photo of Mr. Kim, if you would like to show it. Oh yeah, I studied in Perth actually for a couple of years. Australia.
traveled. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Thankfully, my parents were able to send me off. I'm working this, job for extra cash.
Gotta respect the hustle. And just out of curiosity, by the way, were you here working here maybe like last night as well?
I have been working here every night for the past 4 nights. Tomorrow's my day off.
God bless you, and I wish you a lot of nice rest for tomorrow. But before you go, of course, for the rest of the night.
Well, you can help me get some good rest if you like.
She just like looks at him and is like, "What? Want me to tip you extra?"
I mean, like, we could go, like, do something relaxing, like take a walk through a park, or, get lunch somewhere that's not here. He's asking you on a date.
She just like looks at him and then like looks at the detective and then looks at him and is like, "Unfortunately, I'm on business at the moment, just doing work, you know, so can't really take up any breaks.
I'm also
This
off on
is break.
Tuesday.
If I'm still in the
just wink.
country."
Alright. So, what can you had other questions?
Yeah.
And I like flip the pork belly because it's time to flip it. Yeah.
This man.
You start cutting it.
My stomach. It's great. Like, so, she's gonna, as he's like flipping and grilling, and she's like, "So, do you remember any well-dressed kind of gentleman coming here yesterday as well? Someone that looks something like this? A picture of him."
He looks at him and he goes, let me roll something. Oh, I'm curious.
Yeah, like was like maybe he was with some like hot person, and he was like, "I remember you. I hate you." You know? No.
No, I haven't seen. Not yesterday. I saw him.
Okay.
What day is it? Saturday. Thursday evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he come here often? This guy?
No, I think he had a work business meeting run late or something. He looked exhausted, poor guy. Had barbecue by himself and then went home.
Barbecue by himself, huh?
Yeah. Yep. He looked a little down, but
I would do it. And were you the one serving him?
Yeah, I did. I took his order and stuff. Small business. Not a lot of us working here.
No one. So how? Yeah, that must be really difficult for you to like. What? The boss? Is it a family-run place? This place?
It is. I'm not family though. I'm the guy they hired because I spoke English and we're closest to the beach.
So it's just what, boss and you, or?
No. Oh, the boss, me, and then the boss's daughter was also here.
Oh, she's not working tonight then?
Oh, no, not tonight. She's got like a final exam or something. She's got a big test in school on Monday.
Good luck to her. I don't miss school.
Nah, she's in high school. Almost done though.
Congrats. So I'm like looking at the detective like, so he eats here. He's low.
Detective is like, maybe I'll just make some notes in like a little flip notebook.
And so you've been working here for like a year, maybe?
2 years.
More?
Yep.
Right. And what about this person?
He starts putting things on your plate.
Pick out someone random, like a bit more closer to recent days.
No, haven't seen that one. Not that I can remember, anyways. We get a lot of people coming through here,
Fair.
especially over the summer. God, so many people here over the summer. Glad it's cooling down. Work's not as crazy.
Fair. Alright. Thank you so much.
Sure, certainly. Let me know if I can get you anything else. And we'll
Some good soju.
coming right up. Soju for the missus, and you and Detective Shit'll just nod.
I think we need
soju
it.
coming up. Places the bottle in front of each of you.
She smells it and just like, that does smell really good.
The shot glasses as well. And now comes the question of who's younger? Who has to pour?
I like to look at her.
And she looks
You
at
know
you.
I'm 32, right?
Ah, I'm 43.
What is your skincare routine?
And she looks like secretly a little pleased when you ask that.
Oh.
Well, it's actually quite simple. I use fermented rice water to wash my face at night. And my hair
Is it
too.
like sticky rice, jasmine rice? Like tell me what type of rice.
Short grain,
long grain?
Short grain. Just some regular short grain rice.
Boring as I'm like.
Let the water ferment, and then that's what I use as my facial cleanser and hair. And then she'll go on about like what she uses. Oh, and like I do like a red ginseng scrub once a week. You know, it's got the antioxidants.
Next time I hit Chinatown when I'm back home, I guess.
You should drink more
This
ginseng
is-
tea too. It's good for you.
It tastes gross.
Not if you mix it with mint.
Also, yeah, but I'm more of a coffee girl, you know?
Yeah, it's a good nighttime wind down beverage after a long day at work.
Who needs to wind down when you don't need to sleep?
And you guys have a very pleasant little dinner at the barbecue place. It's super chill. Nothing
Okay.
going wrong at all whatsoever.
All I can hear now is this guy got stood up at his cute little table date. Poor boy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, if I'm just like I've not been able to investigate now, so I'm just using like I don't know what this is. If I was stood up by a date, I'd probably want to drink my sorrows away. Where's a good place to drink my sorrows?
Yep. So you have some drinks. You drink the jet lag away. And the detective will also have some drinks with you. And then before you know it, it's actually getting a little late.
Okay.
She goes, well, we're expecting that call first thing in the morning, so we should probably get back to the Hanok.
Yes, but is there any other places near here that you would go if you're really sad and lonely and someone just dumped you or didn't show up?
That's a very specific question. I wouldn't know anything about being sad or lonely, so...
I do, but so
Oh,
let's have a look.
I might
here.
have a little bit of an idea. And then you'll walk around and you see there is a decent number of bars and things. A lot of them are not super hopping because it is basically almost the winter, but it is a weekend, so there's some people moving around, you know, people on the streets. Yeah, there's quite a few bars. If you ask around a bit with the picture, some people say they maybe have seen him, but they're all various levels of intoxicated, so you're not quite sure how reliable some of these people might be. But yeah, they're just, it seems kind of like most people haven't seen him. But everyone will answer your questions. They're pretty nice. They're just intoxicated because it's Saturday night at like 10
Alright.
p.m.
Yeah, to be fair, we should be karaokeing right now. But
Norebang.
yes, but alas, this is not a holiday trip. This is a work trip. I should probably get some sleep. And the detective is, you know, she's right. She's like, yeah, you're right. Everyone's too drunk right now to answer straight anyway.
Yeah,
Hell, I don't
and
think
there
I
are a
can
lot of
think
couples though as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, going around drinking. like little groups of people. You don't see many people by themselves.
Wow. This is how all of Korea calls me single in every language. She's like,
Detective Shin tries not to laugh and like does this weird like cough thing instead to not laugh at you or your comment, but was very amused.
yeah, she's just like, it's all right, you can laugh.
No,
So
no.
what about you? Does your family miss you? I mean, it's late.
No, I don't have any. My father is taking care of the cat right now. That's not really anyone else.
Fair.
Yep.
Who needs them?
I've got my cat.
Kind of. Yeah, I've been looking into it. I did tell myself,
They're
the day you
great.
turn 35, you could start collecting,
Yeah, I
Once you
started
die,
a
they can
little
eat your
earlier than that.
corpse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back. And
Yeah,
you guys
just having a chill.
go back to the Hanok. Get a good night's sleep. You do get a good night's sleep. You sleep like the dead because you are jet lagged. But when you wake up the next morning, you actually hear the phone ringing. That's what wakes you up the next morning.
Excellent, Sun Wang, let's go.
And you hear like something hit your door. You assume it sounded like a piece of paper, like a balled piece of paper, like hit like your door to try to get your attention or wake you up if you weren't awake. And you hear on the phone in Korean, Detective Shin. Just one moment, Miss Zhao.
Yeah?
I got asking questions. It's Sungwon.
Yeah, but does he even speak English?
I'm gonna translate for you in case you have anything to add or ask.
You're amazing. Cool. I just need to get my coffee first and
We'll get coffee afterwards. Get a cafe.
fine. She'll just go over. Like, I'm so dead.
Alright, do you, and basically she, like, relays via, like, do you know if, Mr. Kim had any dates lined up? Alright. He said that didn't know of any dates in particular, but he did mention meeting a rather nice girl, recently.
Anything about her? Like what she smells like, what she looks like, what she wears?
And then
I don't know.
relays. Said she was really pretty, smelled very, fresh, like flowers. Said it was a little creepy, a little
Helpful.
weird that he, mentioned that over the phone, but it
where did
seemed to
they
be
meet?
quite spittin'. He said they met after, on the street, they bumped into each other after one of his business meetings.
Okay. Anything else he said about her other than like how she looked, maybe what her family's like, anything he knows?
No, he
Anything?
didn't. Songwon doesn't seem to know any more details. It was kind of like seemed to have been a slip of the tongue when he was talking business. He mentioned not being able to have, like, wanted to get them all his appointments finished by that day, so that way he could have some free time before heading back to Seoul, because he met a girl and then kind of went on for a second and then cut himself off.
Alright. Interesting. So he definitely met a girl. She's like,
Definitely met a
that's
girl.
a lead.
Okay. He said, Mr. Sungwon says that, he met her after one of his appointments at the bank. Guess which bank?
Not good.
And she gives you, like, kind of like a pointed look.
Mm-hmm.
It's B&K Financial Group.
Okay.
Thank you, Sungwon. Do you have any further questions for him?
I'm good on my end.
Alright.
No coffee, no bueno.
Okay. Alright. Yes. Yep. And then hangs up the phone. Alright, I think we should, get coffee on the way to the bank.
Music to my ears. Literally.
So you go, get coffee on the way to the bank. Get coffee, it's like 9:30 in the morning, because nothing opens early. Cause everything's open kind of late. It's not open super early.
You know, she's drinking and is like, if she really turns out to be some sort of fox spirit, we should probably be looking at some sort of foxhole underground or something.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of those in the city center, but, we'll keep it in mind.
Somewhere nice and underground with multiple ways in, like a foxhole, like, I don't know, subway. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, most of the subway here isn't underground, or the trains aren't underground because we're so close to the water. Sure. Keep an eye out, though. When you get to the bank with your coffees, you walk up, come in. You are ushered into the office of the branch manager,
Alright.
a Mr. Zhu. He is. I saw that face. Mr. Zhu is the bank manager. He's got like that pencil mustache, and it's all gray. He looks to be quite the distinguished gentleman. And he offers you to come in, sit down, have a cup of tea. He was already called, so he has files of the people who have gone missing and been murdered out for you to examine, financial statements. And he'll basically say that, with Miss Shin translating for you, that there wasn't any unusual activity leading up to the point of their deaths, no large withdrawals or deposits or anything out of the ordinary in their spending, but feel free to look through and see if any of the numbers look odd to you.
This might be my Otome, like, experience, but any dates before their death?
You can't tell that from their bank receipts.
Yeah. Like, it's like any like, vendors that, like, look like they go for food or something like that in that particular category.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, when I Uber Eats, it shows up and I'm like, oh, that's a mark of shame. You know? Like,
That's fair. I want you to give me 2 checks here. I want you to give me a spot hidden check and a library use check.
nice. So 2 and 1. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, spot hidden, and that is not going well for me, and that is not going well for me. I am like an 80s student right now, and that is.
You win some, you lose some. You
My
don't see
abysmal
any
luck.
discrepancies or anything.
Yeah, it's just like,
no shame purchases. Yeah, this looks clean, man.
Yeah, it looks like they really didn't go on any dates or go out at all.
Yeah, they just
Doesn't help at all
live their
these
normal
squiggles.
lives. Yeah, it's just numbers, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Sad love lives, these bank statements reveal, maybe. No dates.
Alas. Yeah, she's just
Alas,
like, yep, well,
Dinners for one.
all dinners for one.
All
Okay,
dinners
she's
for
like,
one.
those are some sad bank statements. And she'll slide them over to the detective. It's like, none of them look like dates to me, but, I don't really agree.
Yeah, the numbers, they printed out, like, because business is often done in English for certain things. So they give you, like,
Nice.
the English receipts. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't see anything out of the
Equal for
ordinary or
one,
weird.
oof.
Yeah, oof, oh. Just regular purchases. So you spend, like, a good hour, probably, sifting through documents at the bank. With Mr. Zhu bringing you all, like, cups of tea as well. And leaving you in
Okay.
his office to look through paperwork and things while he goes and, does branch manager duties and things. Punching his microphone with his hand gestures.
Excellent stuff.
Yep.
She just kind of like after her hour of like sifting through these like numbers and going like, I didn't go to school to do this. Technically I didn't go through school to do anything related to this.
I don't see anything here either. I'm thinking this might be a dead end, but
Yeah.
I have an appointment to go to the doctors after this to see if maybe they have some information on their files, medical ones, those who did go to the same one.
Could do. Maybe they all have some sort of same blood type that this person likes to look for. Who knows?
That is a good idea. Yeah. Let's go check it out. And you walk out of the office. Detective Shin opens the door for you, holds it.
Thank you.
You go through, and you bump into a cleaning lady. She's got like the apron, the gloves, hair tied back, kind of like a uniform on. And she goes, "Oh, sorry. You know, sorry.
I do the sorry thing as well as I go.
Sorry. And she's got like a little cleaning cart and goes by.
Just to make sure, right? Like, cause I'm sus as everything right now. She doesn't smell like flowers, yeah.
Doesn't smell like flowers, but does smell very fresh and clean.
Is she one of those like old granny kind of like cleaners, or is she one of those like pretty young?
Pretty young. Like maybe mid to late 20s.
Huh.
Little citrusy right now. Looks like she was doing some dusting.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the flower smell. That's the thing. Because the worst case scenario, I go up to someone, ask them about their smell. Might not work out. As she passed by, I was like, so she didn't smell floral to you, right?
No, it smelled like lemon.
Figured. Okay. Just walk by.
You walk out and you'll see like the cleaning, like there's like a van out front. It's Aryang cleaners, and get back into the pony, the Hyundai pony, and we'll just drive off to the next location. To the doctor's
mind if I have a
office.
smoke?
Let's just roll the window down. That's also part of my skincare routine, is I rarely smoke. Might need a cigarette today, though. It just kind of like goes down, looks at the clock, and is like,
Yeah, it's just like, hey, look, worst case scenario, some tribal dies. Life will continue.
Life will continue. My career won't like that very much.
You can always move.
Just keep driving. You get your cigarette in. Just as you pull up into the doctor's office, you park beside another Aryang cleaner's van. Detective gets out, opens the door for you.
You know, it's just like as they're walking by the van,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what I think would be a really good way to move bodies around without being seen? You know, from the time they're killed to the time, you know, they're presented. Yeah. What if they're like, I don't know, cleaners? And then just continues to walk by.
Looks at the van, goes, huh. Okay.
I read a lot of weird stories, and also I see a lot of really weird murals while I go tune pianos. And...
It's not a bad thought. We'll keep an eye on it. And as you go in, you actually hear some yelling going on.
All right.
From the office in like the back. You see some people in the waiting room like just minding their business as best as they can.
I'm just gonna put out my cigarette before I go in and be like, right, this is.
And Detective Shin puts like her hand on your shoulder, like just like to hold on like a second, and is listening to the yelling. Gonna give them a listen check. Detective, listen. Nope. So don't catch everything because, yelling something about cleaning company. I think the doctor is on the phone with the cleaning company. He's not happy about something. I'll check us in with the front desk.
Okay.
Goes up to the front desk. Lets you guys know that you have a schedule to meet with the doctor about, you know, law enforcement stuff. And they'll basically get the idea from the receptionist that it might be a few minutes because he's on the phone.
Doctor sounds like a real happy guy.
Yeah, no, right. That's interesting. He's got. Everyone I spoke to about him says he's Very nice. I don't know why he would be so upset. And then you see a cleaning girl come out from the back, like, and just head for the door very quickly. Almost as if she's been thoroughly chewed out and told to leave.
Yeah. As she's like kind of leaving, I'll just kind of like walk on over and like hopefully the detective will help me with this and translate, because I'm like, hey, so it sounded rough out there. You're okay?
Oh, yes, basically you get that. This is to be translated for you. I'm fine. Dr. Quack is just very, particular about his cleanings. He usually only has one of three girls from the company clean the office, but, they're all busy today, so they sent me, and he didn't like that very much.
Yeah, but that's not your fault. That's
It's not.
horrible. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Our young cleaners is just hoping that he might be able to get over it, and he was not, so.
Are your coworkers usually calling in sick?
Well, it really depends. It's autumn, so the flu's going around. She'll look at you like...
I'm walking with her, like, to walk out and
so
kind of... Yeah,
once you're out, she relaxes a little bit. She'll be like, well, you see, Cho Hyunju is getting married this weekend, so she's not coming into work today.
Okay.
She's
Congratulations to
getting
her.
Right? The guy seems so nice, too. Miss Yoon Seo she's got the flu. She is sick. She called in sick. And then Moon Minji, she called out because her mother was really ill and she was worried about her, and so she wanted to take care of her. They sent me.
Yeah, stuff happens. Well, sorry I can't help much, but good luck and...
It's all good.
Yeah.
Here, I'm supposed to give these out to people. She'll hand you a business card for our young cleaners.
Thank you.
And then the detective will go, could you, just out of curiosity, to make up for whatever's going on in there, we'll give you a good word. I'm Detective Shin. Sometimes we need some good cleaners at the law enforcement agency. Could you give me the name of one of your managers? I'll put in a good word for you. She's like, yes, of course. My manager's name is Haeyoung. And he's like, all right, thank you. Sorry, inside joke between me and Snow. That's all. That was just for Snow. And then she'll bow and then get in the van and head off to her next job. She's not cleaning here today.
Yeah.
And then Detective Shin looks at you and goes, I don't think we need to talk to the doctor. I think we need to call this cleaning company.
Yeah?
Get the addresses of where maybe these girls... Actually, she looks and you see there's a payphone down the road. She goes, I'm gonna make a call to Samsung Life Insurance real quick. I've got a hunch.
Ooh.
She goes and she calls. Has very formal body posture on. You imagine she's talking to Miss Kim. And comes back and goes, Samsung Life Insurance also uses Arion cleaners for their office buildings.
Okay.
I want you to give me an idea check, Snow.
So an idea check is just intellect?
And it's just an intellect check, yep.
99.
That's weird. All the same cleaners.
Yeah, that's really weird. Just like, hey, all the same cleaners. Not like I thought. Not like a moving foxhole or anything.
Whatever, it's fine.
Like, wow, what a good coincidence.
What a coincidence. I wonder if these businesses have anything in common. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like they have nothing in common in the fact they clean for these people. Like, yeah, what about it? What? What are my roles?
So I will say,
die first.
you could. you could spend 9 luck to make that a success. I wouldn't advise it on just this check.
I
though.
am
I'd save it for something.
good.
Yeah.
I'm marveling at my 85 and above.
Could try to push the roll. You'd have to get a 45 or lower.
I am not liking my chances, so I'm good. I will just fail
That's
forward
that's
and be
fair.
like, wow, that's what a coincidence.
Yeah, sometimes
And
you
just like
fail.
stare, I was like, that's cool.
It's like, all right, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes coincidence is more than just that. Why don't we... I'll ask the doctor for the files, because we've got to go. It's already almost lunchtime. So, let's see if we can use his phone to talk to cleaners. I actually think he's still yelling with the cleaners, so I'll see if I can just hijack that phone. So you go back inside the doctor's office.
Yep.
The detective will interrupt, take the phone, talk for a moment to our young cleaners, and then hang up and not give it back to the doctor while the doctor goes and gets the files for you on the 3 patients that he had that are no more. You get the files and you look through them, and these, on an initial look through, they seem to be like in great health, actually. Just routine checkups is all they ever came in for. The occasional cold.
Interesting.
Right,
I mean, I'm not
so-
a doctor, but it's interesting.
I got us a meeting with Haeyong of our young
Right.
cleaners. Figure we go maybe see if we can get some information on these girls. See if maybe one of them is asking people out on dates. Probably not the one getting married, but we can ask just to make sure. You never know.
It's awesome. Where were they again? One of them sick. One of them taking care
sick.
of her mother.
Was taking care of a sick mother. Those two, kind of sus. And tonight's the full moon. Maybe we should get their addresses and pay them a little visit.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's probably not gonna be the moon one because there's no moon. Ha! That would be rather funny.
Would be, wouldn't it? And so, you get in the car, you drive to our young cleaners. You sit down. It is a small office, but it is immaculately clean. Spick and span, spotless. There's a couple, more vans parked outside. It seems that they do a lot of, business cleanings and that type of thing. They don't do, house cleanings. It's all industrial type work.
Yeah, she just looks at how clean. It's like, this is some good advertisement.
Yep.
They know their stuff.
So Hyung is like, yes, hello, how can I help you? And
just
she speaks
looks at her.
English.
It's like, oh, nice to meet you, Haeyong.
Hmm? I'm the current manager that is in for our young cleaners. I heard you were curious about a couple of our employees.
Well, the detective here was thinking about maybe hiring you guys, but I was more curious about, the ones who called in sick.
Oh, yes, we had, 2 girls. Well, technically one of them called in sick. A miss, she looks through her files, Yoon Seo. She, called in sick, said something about the stomach flu. And then Miss Moon Minji, also, her mother has probably the same thing that's going around.
Does her mother get sick every month? By the way, just
No,
out of
not that I
curiosity.
can tell of. Looks...
Okay.
No.
Okay. So none of them have any sort of just monthly absences or calling in sick?
Well, as women, we often have a monthly
Yeah.
inconvenience of some sort, but usually our girls don't call out sick for that, no.
So none of them do?
No. Not so far, at least. Every once in a while, but, Yoon Seo and Miss Yoon and Miss Moon have excellent records of the company here. In fact, those two are 2 of the 3 that are only allowed to clean Dr. Kwok's office due to their very high standards of cleanliness.
That's great. And out of curiosity, do you have any pictures of their profiles at all?
Oh, certainly. Here's their
Here.
employee forms, and there's like, you see like the little employee files, and they have a picture of each of them. They're both young, early 20s, pretty. They've got their home addresses on there too. You see, Detective Shin just like copying that down.
Yep, I'm just like looking at them like, okay, so they're both young and pretty. That doesn't really lower, but we have lowered down to 2.
You've lowered it down to 2. It's
Mhm.
pretty good, since you had no idea yesterday.
True.
What's
But
less
time
good
is
is that it's like 3 p.m.
Yeah, we're kind of like running out of time. Okay, out of curiosity, do any of your girls use perfume? Because I know that in most cleaning businesses you're not supposed to, but
No, usually our girls just, we do have some cleaners that have certain scents attached to them.
Which one likes to use cleaners that smell like flowers?
Oh, well, it's not a preference thing. If it was a day of lots of dusting, then our dusting, serum is infused with jasmine.
Okay, and okay, and which day was dusting for the I'm gonna like say that guy's
bank.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bank.
And she'll go, Thursday.
Okay, and who was cleaning that day?
It was Miss Yoon and Miss Moon.
Curse you, aired people. Okay.
The bank has strict regulations, so we always have to send them in teams for accountability.
Okay, and this is more of like a personal question, but do you know if any of them are dating anyone right now?
And you see, like, the facade slip a little bit as the hot gas is placed onto the table a little bit.
It's like,
Well, I don't think, aside from Miss Cho, any of them were currently seeing anyone, but I did hear that Miss Moon's mother has been trying to set her up with someone for quite some time. And she keeps saying no.
and none of them ever mentioned anything about talking to some like cute, rich bank boy?
That is oddly specific, no.
Because I think they would meet a lot of handsome young men at the bank.
No, I believe Miss Moon's mother was trying to set her up with... Oh, what was it? Someone who worked with the boat manufacturing.
Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Got a...
Thank you for the gossip.
Shipyard.
I definitely didn't hear it from you.
No, of course not.
I just look at the detectives like, I think we have leads.
Mm-hmm. The detective will nod and goes, do you have Miss Moon's mother, since she was so ill? We'd like to speak with Miss Moon. Do you have her mother's address? She goes, actually, we go play bridge every other Tuesday night together, so yes, I do have her home information. I had to help her bring groceries home one day. And she'll hand you, write it down on a piece of paper for you. Hand it over.
Thank you. We'll bring her some fruit.
Yes, you should, and some soup. And you can tell Moon that if her mother isn't feeling better, that she can come in day after tomorrow.
Alright.
And you leave.
This is when I'm like, the minute we leave, I'm like, since I don't really leave the house much, or they don't really call in sick much.
Yeah. Should we call the Moon household first? See if the mother's there? See if, so she's about to murder somebody. She might not even be home.
Yeah, maybe. Might be an
might be
idea.
See how sick her mother actually is.
Should I get some
Although-
blood oranges for her?
It's not far. Yeah, let's just pick up some oranges and drive. Ooh,
Alright, let's
should get
go.
a pear. They're in season. And goes and drives. You stop by a
As
fruit
we're-
stand. You get some pears.
I'm gonna buy one for myself.
Uh-huh.
A little Swiss blade. Cut myself a slice.
It
like,
is
want some?
delicious. Yes. Yes, please.
Just like she'll feed her a slice while like they're driving. Like, because I don't think we had lunch.
No,
This
no,
is
you
like the
haven't had
only thing we're
lunch.
getting.
She's like, I should have gotten a second pair. Like eating and driving.
Yeah.
And it's about 10-20 minutes down the road. It's not far to the Moon household. And you get there, and it's a nice little house, like bottom of an apartment complex.
All right.
Go in. An older woman answers the door. She looks to be maybe in her 50s or 60s. Opens the door and she's like, 안녕하세요. And, greet her. And she doesn't look sick at all. Just so you know. She looks super healthy. She looks like she's got like a windbreaker on, like she was, just came in from a walk or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Miss Moon? Just like holding a little basket.
Oh! Says, oh, 감사합니다. And offers for you to come in.
Yeah, I'm just like always bowing. Just like coming.
Yeah. Detective Shin will come in with you and explain that they're friends with her daughter, and was looking for her. And Miss Moon basically sits down and is like, oh, well, she stopped by this morning on her way to work. Brought me some delightful... I have it here. Hold on. Honeyed bellflower root and some red ginseng. Yes, she stopped by this morning on her way to work. Did you not catch her at work? Did she not tell you she was working today? She's like, shakes like, that daughter of mine, never keeping anyone up to date on anything.
I'm just like, detective, I don't know how to talk to mothers.
So, you're looking for my Minji. She, well, you could always stop by her house. I think she gets off of work in a couple of hours. Because she moved out, about 8 months ago.
When the murders first started?
7 months ago.
Oh my.
Almost 8 months ago.
Wow.
You know.
Okay.
So, she goes, yeah, she moved out. I really can't stand where she's living, though. I can't believe she moved to Gamcheon. Like, it can be a little dangerous there. And some of the apartments don't even have, like, full running water and electricity. But I guess she just really wanted to be on her own. Leave her mother all alone by herself, I guess. And then she goes on about how displeased she is about her daughter's life choices at this moment. Before the detective will interject, goes, well, if you want, we could stop by her house if you gave us the address to just check in on her, make sure that, everything's going okay at her house for her.
And, send her right your way again.
Yes.
Spend some more time with you.
All right. And the mother's like, oh, yes. So, yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm very concerned about her. She seemed a little off this morning. I think maybe she had a bad day. Maybe it's because she's still single. I keep trying to set up with that nice young man, and just keeps, like, talking and talking and talking while she writes and hands you another piece of paper with the address on it. Anyways, you bring her these, and she like hands you guys some other fruit and like some vegetables, like some lettuce and stuff. And it was lovely meeting you. What was your names again? I don't think I got them actually. She goes, Jinju. Nice to meet you. And this is Miss Zhao.
Yes. Then before she gives it away, she's like, I'm leaving.
And then she does the same. She's like, oh, all right.
Our lunch break is over. It was nice seeing you.
Oh, okay. Bye. Take care. No. Closes the door. And
makes me miss my mother. She doesn't talk that much.
No. Yeah. Mine was about the same.
Pity your ears.
Mm-hmm.
So, looks like we have a new place. How about this? I'll peel and cut and you drive?
Sounds great. She tries. You drive and eat. And then you get to Gamcheon. You actually have to get out of the car before you get to her house because a lot of the pathways through there aren't really roadways. They're really narrow. Yeah, so you have to.
Not built for the cars.
It's not built for cars. No, it's kind of the slums, actually. A
Okay,
little bit.
wonderful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Give it another 20 years, 30 years, and they get cleaned up really nicely, but right now they're not so great. So you park the car, she locks it. You guys go through, real casual like. And, but now is the time where I need to do this.
Right.
So, you get to the address of Miss Moon. Young Miss Moon. The lights are off. The door's locked. Doesn't seem like anyone's home. Get some knocks. Give me a spot hidden check. Or a listen check.
I will do a... I think my listen is okay. Well, let's see. I'll try listen if that's alright.
Sure.
Only slightly.
Ooh, a success.
Oh my god, a pass! I think I had two.
So, with a successful listen check, you actually hear, the sound of dripping. Gloop, gloop, coming from a window that's a little higher up that is open into the house of Miss Moon. You think with a little finagling, either you could boost up Detective Shin or Detective Shin could boost you up and then the other could unlock the door.
She just looks at her and is like, so do you, work out?
A
Cool,
jog?
that's better than mine. That's better than mine. How about I boost you up and you help me get up there? Because she's like, points up.
Okay,
See,
yeah,
look.
alright. We'll give it a go. Here. And I'm gonna need either a dex... I want actually a size check from you. And she's gonna roll a strength check.
No, I'll boost her. Wait,
Oh,
no,
you're gonna
I'm bad either way. But I'll take the size check actually.
Okay, sure.
Oh.
So, for the size check, yeah, you know. Doop doop. Oh. So, she tries to lift you up, and you try to, like, wiggle through, but you slip, and she slips, and you land on top of her outside of the apartment.
Sorry. I'll get up. Sorry. I'll just like roll
sorry,
off and
yeah,
get up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that was my fault. Maybe.
No, I'm just
No.
really bad at climbing. Also,
not
it
great
might be
either.
good to mention I actually am terrified of heights.
Right. Do you want to switch then?
Sure.
Sure, we can give it a go.
Give it a go.
All right, we'll give it a shot. All right, here. She'll take her. She'll take her time and like adjust and kind of like look through. All right. Let's try this. So roll
Okay.
me a strength check now.
Just for like mental picturing here, I am like a Lindy-sized mini pixie lady.
She's not much taller than you. Don't.
I am
Okay.
not doing good. Why is it all 80s and above?
You're cursed. I don't know. It's not my fault.
Oh god.
So it happens again, but in reverse. This time Detective Shin is on top of you. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. This is my. Oh wow,
No.
sorry that my hand was there. That wasn't intentional.
No, it's alright. It's not like there's anything there anyway. It's all good.
No, there's something there. I mean, it's just.
We
you know
have
what? Let's
yeah, let's try.
let's find a different way in, maybe. Let's.
Yeah.
Do you think one of the neighbors has like a spare key, maybe?
That's why didn't I think about that? Just like, alright, common sense.
You see, you see the like across the street through a little curtain. There's like a little old Ajuma watching you guys.
Hi.
Comes out and says in Korean, which Shin will translate for you. don't look like criminals. What are you doing here?
I just like look at the detectives like, we're new here, but we kind of lost our keys. Trying to get into the window and it's not really working.
Mr. Keys. Give me a fast talk check.
Cool.
The detective will be like, yeah, you know, our friend used to rent this place out, Moon, but she moved out recently to go back with her mother. So you'll have a 20% bonus with this due to her helping corroborate your quick story. So just
this is
roll it, and we'll add 20% to your
I don't want to
skill.
look. This is
Okay.
gonna be horrible. Yep, it was
26 is not a success. Although 42 is better than what you have been rolling.
That is true. Success and not really successful ways.
Not really successful ways.
Yeah.
We talk that she looks skeptical, and then detective just goes, actually, okay, we're from Busan law enforcement. Miss Moon hasn't been able to be found. We're concerned that she might be missing, and so we were trying to see if her home had any evidence. And she goes, oh, why didn't you just leave with that? It's fine. I don't have a cube. She didn't give me a cube, but the tenant before her did, and so I've got one still. Just give me a moment. You hear, like, sounds of a junk drawer being dug through, and she comes out. Yeah, get you in there. And she opens the door, and it swings open. There you are, girls. Just remember to lock it on your way out.
Of course, Ojima. Thank you.
And she'll go back into her clothes, look through the window again, and just keep
I need to
smoking.
get me like a cigarette prop.
They're fun. Could also get the cigar.
Ooh, that's bougie though.
I know.
All right. Focus. Yay, keys. That something dripping sound is kind of like worrying me. By
Yeah.
the way, out of curiosity, was that dripping sound viscous? Because there's like a different sound
No.
of viscous versus
It
what? Okay, thank
Did
God.
sound like water.
We're good. Let's go on.
This place is really tiny and surprisingly dirty for someone who works at a cleaning agency. You see there's a cot in the corner underneath the window. You see there's a small kitchen with a dripping leaky sink. Little cooktop, a refrigerator. Looks like there's a wardrobe instead of a closet. And it's like a one room. There's not like multiple rooms to this. It is small. There's a wardrobe, a dresser drawers, a radio, but no television.
Yeah, she just looks at this place like, this would still be difficult to get in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Good thing that the prices for renting doesn't go too up.
So now that you're in the house, I want you to give me spot hidden checks to search the room.
Please. Oh my god.
An extreme success.
Yes, thank you. Whatever dice got.
I mean, yes. There's still more to come, but not a lot more to come, so. You look through. Where do you start? Do you start in, like, the more bedroom half of the room or the more kitchen-y half of the room? You find all the things. I just want to know what order to tell them to you in.
I think probably kitchen first and then bedroom because I want to know about her props. If she does like any, or
Yeah.
Hannibal lectures them, or if she.
Sure. Despite the rest of the room being quite dirty, the sink is very, very clean. So are the countertops.
Not creepy.
Yeah. And you open the fridge. Ooh, you open the fridge. Inside of the fridge, painted in blood, are a lot of characters in Korean along with strange symbols and lines connecting them. Can I have you give me a sanity check? Because that is not what you were expecting to see.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Just,
you know, not the ideal. I do love the fact that I got my success just for this. That's usually how it goes too, isn't it? Yay, I think, right? That's good,
yes,
right?
that is very good. An extreme success on your sanity check. You will not lose any sanity from seeing this. But you're like, it's not as, it's fucked up, but not as disturbing as it might be.
I'm gonna see, like, will I have, like, some time to, like, quickly sketch out what this looks like so she doesn't have to look at it as well, and, like...
If you want to, right now the detective is kind of, like, looking through the bed, like, looking around the bed and, like, checking the mattress, checking the pillows, giving a really thorough look. So unless you say something to draw attention to this, Detective Shin isn't going to be looking at you for a couple minutes.
Cool, if that's the case, I'll be like, if you do look at the fridge, please brace yourself.
What's in the fridge?
It's not pretty.
Is there, like, body parts in there or something? Starts to
Right, I
turn.
forgot you're a detective. This is normal. Okay, yeah, there's just a bunch of blood and, like, words.
Oh, okay, can we get over there?
Blood fridge.
Deliver, and does not have to make a check for this because they have a thing because they're a police detective. So
good for them. Yes.
it's just like, the fuck is that?
I don't know. You read Korean.
Hearts preserve bide time ritual. These don't make sense all in conjunction. You can give me an occult check if you would like.
Yeah, because this is, like, giving me some serious, like, Bloody Mary, Basin, like, was it Blood Countess? There we go. Keep me young. F you. Nice.
So you do know, because you have points in occult, that this is probably some kind of ritual in the fridge that has already been done here. You can't tell exactly what it is, but it seems to have been, since it was in the fridge, maybe it was to preserve something.
Alright. I have a question. What's in the kimchi jar?
There is no kimchi jar. It is empty, aside from these symbols and lines painted in blood and letters.
I'm, like, throwing away my notes right now that this is an outrage. Anyways.
That's partially why it was so disturbing, is that there was no kimchi in the fridge.
Yeah,
There's nothing in the fridge other than that. That was the sanity check, honestly.
Myself. That was, yeah. Blood? Nah.
Yep.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, blood symbols, whatever. No kimchi jar? Yep.
Yeah, and she's like, right. Oh, by the way, this thing's really clean.
And dripping.
So you know.
Okay. Huh. Alright.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, I didn't find anything by the bed.
I'll go have a look. Just
Sure.
like...
Go over and you notice there's a little excuse me, waste bin by the bed, and you see something in there that's interesting.
Ooh. I love digging through people's trash.
Yeah! One man's trash is another man's clues. Inside the waste
Rename
bin,
myself to Blue.
you see ticket stubs. Lots of ticket stubs, actually, for Gyeomgang Park ropeway. It's a cable car that goes up the mountain there. People use it to go on hikes and things. Or to just
brutally
see the
murder
city
people?
from above. Maybe. Since you got an extreme success, you also notice that the last ticket stub, she's been going there for months. Months on a
Is
regular
it like
basis.
once every month kind of situ? Like
a few times a
full
month.
moon?
A few times a month, but
Yeah.
like right close to each other.
Okay.
And this last ticket stub is dated from yesterday evening and has a smear of blood on it.
Cool. So she'll probably like, so detective, how much do you want to bet this smear here is our Chables?
I'm sorry, I meant from this morning, not last night, from this morning. Dated
Excellent.
9:30 a.m.
Yeah, she gives her like a little ticket stub.
Huh. It's a possibility. Interesting. And you also notice there's like a page of like a calendar in the garbage bin as well. And tonight, it's definitely like heavily tracking the moon cycles. You see all sorts of notes. And tonight's circled. Today is circled 3 times in red pen. Like just a bunch of circles around it. And in Korean it says today's the day.
Yeah, so she'll probably point at that as like, so I'm not sure about you, but usually red pen's pretty inauspicious.
Ooh, okay.
For me.
Don't like that. Yep. So cable car?
Sure, let's go.
I mean, there's fucked up fridge and this, and there's not a lot else in here. If you go through the wardrobe, it's mostly her cleaning uniform and like some cleaning supplies and stuff. Not a lot of streetwear. So you guys, she's like, all right, let's get back to the car. It's getting a little later. It's around,
Last time we
dinner
checked was
time.
3, so we're looking like what, 4 or 5 now?
5 or 6.
Ooh, okay, yeah. We need to like go on that romantic rendezvous spot like ASAP.
Yeah.
To meet horror.
Yes.
Okay.
She says it's gonna be about a 45-minute drive to the cable car.
Alright.
Okay. Cool.
Do I need to bring anything? You know I'm not like you. You're a detective. You probably have guns. Like, or do I just hide behind you? Is this one of those?
She looks. She goes over to the kitchen, opens a drawer. That'll do. Pulls out a knife and hands it to you.
You know, I don't even know how to use these for my own kitchen cooking, right?
The pointy end goes in someone else.
I hope I learned my lesson from I cut my hand open when I was 5. She doesn't. She just like wraps it in
Got
some
great
cloth.
medical facilities, if not. And just goes to the car. Because I don't know, you seem to get those pear slices pretty well. And then she does not open your door for you this time. She's just like, let's go.
We're like, yeah, we're fucking off. Let's go.
Yep, you're off. You drive. And at this point, music. We're a little more intense now. We're getting, there we go. So, is that not loud enough? There we go. That might be better. Driving. About 40 minutes go by. Just go a little fast. You get to the cable car. It is closed for the evening because, well, it closes at 5:30. It's open 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Closed on Mondays, and it is a Sunday night.
Okay, so she's like, hey, how does a badge help you with like, I don't know, mild law breaking? Because I'm sure we can probably find a key. Put it on.
Why is the door ajar to the operator's booth?
Same thought I was gonna have, I guess.
Opens up the door to the ticket booth. The operator's booth. You don't see anybody in there. Oh! But it does look like the controls for the cable car have been tampered with.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Irena's just
Looks
kind of
like they might be
shrugs.
broken a little bit. It's like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Okay, the cables are a little bit broken.
Not the cables, the controls.
Okay, so would that be considered like more of a mechanical thing than an electrical thing?
Yes, it would.
Cool. If that is the case, she was like, well, I'm not really good with a knife, but she'll just like take down her backpack and is like, just sec, let me try this. If I can't do this, we're gonna have to find a way up there.
Okay, can I help you in any way?
Hold a flashlight. Also, I might need an extra hand.
Okay, I'm really good at holding a flashlight.
All right. I'm gonna go for my mechanical repair if that's all right with you.
Yep. You'll get a bonus from holding the flashlight for you.
Perfect. Oh my god, with the bonus, that's That's a 10!
That's an extreme success. You didn't need her 10% bonus to help you.
Yes, but I appreciate the moral support.
Moral support, much moral support is had. And you notice that, like, the gears, like, in the box, like, the panel was opened up and, like, something was wedged in the gears, ground up a little bit. You had to, like, take it apart, clean out the gears, make sure everything's good, and put them back. And, yeah, it probably looked like it hadn't been maintained in a little bit. You think it's going to work better than it would have previously, but it does take some time. Yeah. Not as much time as it would have had you not rolled an extreme, but it does take some time.
Yeah, and time's a ticking.
And time is a ticking. So you fix it up, and Jinju's like, wow, you're really good with mechanical stuff.
Yeah, I'm, really can't play piano anymore, but yeah.
Oh, you used to play piano?
So. She just like rolls her eyes. Yeah. My mom's Russian and my dad's Chinese. So
I'm sorry.
It's either piano or violin. She just gets back up, cleans her hands.
My mom was Chinese, dad Korean, so I kind of get it.
So which instrument do you play? We'll ask after we save a table. Let's go.
Yeah. You go up into the cable car. She starts it, and it's like, all right, get on there. I'm gonna start it, and then run before it goes, because we're not gonna be able to. It's just gonna keep going.
All right.
Okay. So get on there. You go, and then hops on. And she goes, flute. I play the flute.
Just like, huh.
Do you want to make a check though? Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Easily, like, whoop, like, pulls the lever, gets it going, and then jumps in, closes the door, and it's night has fallen. Sunset's a little earlier because it's wintertime. Cusp of winter. But you still can see the lights from the city of Busan below you twinkling, and it's very scenic. It's very lovely.
Yeah. She's like, I think they're missing a business opportunity not keeping these open at night.
Right? Didn't know it was this pretty at night. Well,
Shame we're only coming up here because, trying to stop a murder and all.
Yeah.
This would be really relaxing.
Right? Well, we have about 6 minutes to relax if you want. That's how long it's going to take for us to get up there.
Well, we might die, or he might die and ruin our careers, but here, she'll just give you, like, cigarettes, like...
Oh, yeah, here. Pulls out a lighter. Yep, might die. This is worth it. Yep.
Just chilling.
And you guys have an 8-minute smoke break, and then you see the top coming up. All right, we're gonna have to get out quickly because it's not stopping. So open the door, count of 3, 1, 2, 3, then we jump.
Okay. All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. You can make me a jump check or a dex check.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure I know where jump or dex, yeah? Dex is just one of the main... I'm gonna make a dexterity check, that's okay.
I thought you might want to, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck me!
Okay. You twist your ankle on the landing. You're gonna take 2 points of damage.
So... I am actually used to this. So I have
fall damage.
From my figure skating days.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta pretend you're not in pain. She'll just grab some bandages, like quickly wrap it up, and just like,
are you okay?
It's fine.
Here,
no,
here.
I'm all good. Let's keep going.
Let me see if I can do something about it.
Okay. Okay.
It's just so dark. I've wrapped it as best I can.
Thank you.
She's stabilized-ish. You don't get a hit point back. She did not make that first aid check.
I might get a limp.
She tried.
That guy might lose his life. Let's just keep going. It's fine.
Let's just keep going. Yep. All right. You get to the top, and it's a beautiful little park up here. The moon is in the sky. It's bright and beautiful. Let me look at my clock. let's see. The penumbral begins. Oh, by this point in time, it's about 10 p.m.
This is not great. I'm not loving this.
No. But it's beautiful. The weather is gorgeous. It's a little chilly, but not like too cold. I mean, you wish you could have like a jacket or something, but it's not like frigid.
Okay. So,
You
where
guys
would
have
be
eaten
like a
fruit today, but it's fine.
Yeah. I think to try to maybe hopefully try to speed this up. Just having like maybe a think on where would be a good place to, I don't know, ritualistically sacrifice a man. Probably a
Sure.
nice place with clearing so you can write your crazy words on the floor.
Sure. You can give
No.
me like a navigate check or an idea check.
Cool. I will give you an idea check and
Or a
also
spot
ask
hidden
good-
as well. I'd also like a spot hidden. Whatever check you roll, and then a spot hidden as well.
All right, so ideas first. I think that actually finally succeeded. Thank God.
Yes.
And a spot hidden, please work.
Let's see. Oh, she got it.
Oh, thank God! Detective!
Detective!
You're my hero! My driving, spotting things hero.
So, you're looking around. You're just too distracted by the ideas. You get like, hey, yes, somewhere with a clearing will be like this park right at the top could work. They sabotage the equipment, but they might have a thrill for the theatrics. You do see like there's a little park map up here at the top. You see that there is a long section of ancient wall that was there from like the 1400s, like a fortress little section, like little fragments of the wall. There's a really big temple on the other side of that wall, and just on the other side of the mountain, like over the crest of the mountain, you see there's a small mountainside temple.
Okay.
You're guessing probably not. If you're looking for open areas, there's not a lot of them. This is a mountain. It is covered in trees and rocks.
But
open
that
areas,
area.
Yeah, the two temples and maybe by the gate would be open. You have to pass by the gate to get to either one of them. You're probably guessing, based on your successful intellect, your idea roll, it probably wouldn't be at the big temple. Probably too many
Okay.
people there. But that little temple, it says very challenging hike. So, probably doesn't get a lot of foot traffic, which means there's probably not a lot of monks or anyone staying there, maintaining the place.
Excellent. I'm gonna grab I don't know, I'll just ruin nature, it's fine. I'll take a young tree, snap it, that's my cane, let's go.
I found some blood over here.
That works as well. She just looks around like the flashlight. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we could probably follow this as well.
Yeah,
Small temple, maybe?
And bit of fox fur. Yep, this is the way. The small temple, you think? That's Syakbulsa. Yeah, that's not a bad spot. Okay, it's gonna take us. It's gonna be a hike. Good, you got a stick. Let me get one too. And so glad I have a flashlight. Goes and gets herself finds one on the ground, like a piece of dead wood. And, yep, that'll do. I'm gonna follow these tracks though, just to make sure that is, because it could just try to be throwing us off. But that's a great idea. Gonna try to roll. Okay. The detective rolls
She's
tracking
such an MVP right now, like,
to follow.
carrying me for all my failed rolls.
You need her to carry you with your twisted ankle?
I'm all good. I can. I'll just bed rest later and just get the
Okay.
bosses to pay me extra.
Sure, hazard pay. You imagine Miss Kim is paying very well for this. Paid for the business class flight and everything. You imagine it's just you'll get a good paycheck from this. Following the tracks, thanks to your idea and the extreme success on tracking roll, it only takes you guys about 3 hours to hike up to the temple.
Fuck us. That is very late. This guy is so dead. Let's see what we see.
So, once you get within eyesight of the temple, having hiked up to this temple, let me tell you, beautiful, pain in the ass. Literally, I was in pain. So I would like a constitution check just to see, like, how winded, how your pace is, because you might be able to shave off some time if you are really good. No,
I'm not constitutionally
it takes
good.
you guys like 3 hours to get there. You see the temple at the top of the mountain. You see these very aggressive switchbacks. You don't think most cars could drive up them. They are like this. It's like walking up this. It's not gonna be a fun time. And there's like a lot of them. I don't remember how many I counted, but it was too many. But you start trekking up there, and there's a weird, really low ground fog kind of gently flowing down the mountain.
Did it start near around, I don't know, 12?
No, actually, it's, excuse me, as you look up at the sky, let's see, it was 10, 11, 12, 1. You look up and the eclipse is just starting. You know that a full lunar eclipse, it takes longer than like a solar eclipse. It's usually not just a few minutes or a second. It's going to be like an hour of time. So the penumbral began just about an hour ago, and you're at the partial eclipse. You're guessing in about another 45 minutes to an hour is when the full eclipse will begin.
You know what? I am kind of tempted right now, because, like, you know, a lot of those hiking, like, especially, like, in those, like, Asian mountains, like, mostly stairs.
Uh-huh. Yes.
A part of me is, like, contemplating forsaking dignity.
There were so many stairs. Because you had to
Yeah.
go over the mountain and then down a little bit, and now you have to go up this other side with the switchbacks. Which aren't
Okay,
stairs,
here's my
it's just a
question,
ramp.
right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. If there's not stairs, I don't have to sacrifice my dignity.
It's not
We're good.
stairs going up, it's just switchback path. The stairs were all through the woods, lots of tree roots. There was a bunch of stumbling on
Okay.
both y'all's parts, probably, because you only have one flashlight.
Excellent stuff. Right.
But you go up.
I'm just gonna be like, so is it normal for things to start misting up around? I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you get some mountain fog, but this is... It's kind of weird. Let me see how good her constitution was. I don't think it's gonna be amazing. She barely made it, but she's out of breath still. You can't, like, you have to be, like, an Olympian to not be out of breath climbing this sucker.
And she's like, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's go.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, we'll save it for the top. Save it for the top. We'll save it for the top. It's fine. It's fine. And so you two breathe very heavily for about another 15, 20 minutes up the switchbacks. And you get up the switchbacks, and you just stop for a moment at the top, just... Probably should catch your breath before we go through the gate. Oh no, the gate's open.
Just gonna drink some water. Pass
So
it to
you
her.
have water, thank God. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. Why didn't we buy water? We're kind of the worst. Why have we eaten anything today? I'm so hungry.
We're gonna rush for this guy who's probably already dead. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we'll find out. We'll find out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a full eclipse yet. She's waiting for that. We still have like 30 minutes. Should be fine.
Right.
Should be fine. It'll be fine. Oh God. I'm gonna die. And you sit there for a moment, collecting yourselves at the top. And you get a whiff of heavy incense coming through the gate, where there's like a slight breeze and the fog swirls a bit, and like a bit of incense scent drifts out. Oh gosh, okay. It smells kind of flowery. Well,
I have a question.
uh-huh.
Is it like flowery, like incense flowery?
Incense flowery.
I wonder if I've watched enough like weird movies to be like, maybe I should like cover my nose.
You can make an idea check.
sure I want to know if I'm smart enough to do this.
succeed.
am barely smart enough to do this.
You've seen just enough movies.
Yeah, I probably have like one of those like big bandana things. I'll probably just pull that out from my travel pack. Because I probably just keep everything on a backpack, right? I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So I'll just like quickly like just do a little and then
Oh.
wrap it around it and just like, and I'll just offer her my spare bandanas. That one's not washed, sorry.
No, it's okay. And you all
Let's go.
enter. You go inside. I'm not gonna wear it the whole time. Thought about it. But no. You go inside, and there are some buildings to your left. There's like a longer, low, singular house, and like a second one that's like 2 stories, and then there's like a passageway to the left. To the right is like the cliff face and like a little like pagoda with the bell, and then another second like 2-story building. Again, very hazy here with all the incense smells a lot stronger, but because you covered your face, you don't have to make a constitution check to avoid getting drowsy.
Yay!
So,
Oh god.
Jinju is going to look in the first building cautiously, quietly, as you guys look through. And you see on the inside, it is at the living quarters of the keeper of this temple. You see them on the ground. An older gentleman, unconscious, but still breathing. You're guessing whatever this instance is knocked him out.
Yeah, she was like, dang.
Yeah, good call on that bandanas. That was... Okay. Looks around. Next building. Goes into the next one. The next one appears to have a shrine in the downstairs. Detective Shin doesn't step in, just does a cursory look around. Don't see anyone in here. We should probably try to be quiet. Turns off the flashlight as the moon continues to grow more red above the sky. Can I have you make me a stealth check, please?
Certainly. I think I barely took any stealth, so this will be amazing.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. Detective Shin doesn't do good either. Oh.
Oh, nice. My god.
Don't worry. You both failed. Together. Almost the same rolls. So, you go through. Get the flashlight. Dims it a bit. But it's still on. And, the detective, like, is getting around the corner. And then stops. And you bump into her. She's like, oh! And stumbles and falls. And you stumble and fall.
Just like, yeah, but
Yeah.
like, sorry.
Oh, sorry. And then you hear in Korean, well, what have we here? You both turn and look, and to the left, between the two-story buildings, there is a nice, wide, clear, open space.
Nice.
Just nestled in the cliffs. Looks a lot like this.
Ooh, nice,
Got
like
the
nice
cliffs.
gods looking, like
Yeah.
nice and smooth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is like the prayer area right here.
Yeah. Shame it's being
Smooth
like
and
defaced by
polished.
probably blood.
Yeah.
Great.
So you see down there, you see a woman dressed in a pure white hanbok that is stained red in places. The entire hen is coated in red. Not fresh blood. And you see... Actually, give me a spot hidden check. I just want to see what all you see here. Just
If
out
I
of
succeed at this, I
curiosity.
feel like my sanity is gonna go down. Let's go.
Let's go! Hey!
Of course I succeed now. My sanity is at stake.
Oops. So, you do that. You spot hidden, and you spot the hidden. You see, in the center of the prayer area, tied up so that he cannot move, Kim Yoon-jun, alive, but looking very drowsy. Not really putting up much of a fight.
Fair.
You see, drawn in blood on the floor of the prayer area is different symbols, the phases of the moon continually going around on the outside circle, followed by the tails of white foxes, 9 of them, to be in fact, around the outside circle. And in the next circle are 7 human hearts. Yoojun is at the center of this circle, and standing just outside of the circle is Moon, Miss Moon. She's holding a wicked-looking knife. Looks very old, antique. And she says, in Korean, which the detective will take a second, and then translate it for you real quick. She says, we're not gonna stop her from becoming a gumiho.
Oh,
She's
she
worked
wants
too
to be the
hard
fox.
At this, so it would seem. I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Hey, miss, can you translate this for me?
Yeah.
How do you feel about, cleaning supplies touching your blood? Because she just holds out her water.
And she looks up, and she looks at the full moon in the sky.
And then just pour.
You have to get up there. So we're gonna roll an initiative check, which is dex, purely dex based. You don't have to roll anything. You just have to tell me what your dexterity is, and see
Excellent,
if it
because my rolls
beats
suck.
hers.
Let's do this. Okay, so my dexterity is 70.
70. Let me see what hers is. I rolled it earlier. Oh, her dex is 80.
Girl!
So she gets to go first. Oh, and then our poor detective. Oh, our detective also has 80 though, so I will have those two roll off. So.
Come on,
This
detective.
is.
Be my hero. Oh my god, that is. I hope that is not her.
That is not her. That is our killer. Because our detective has a character sheet.
Oh my god.
That I already put in roll 20. I didn't put the
Can I
shit in roll 20.
Can we like pass the baton / bottle of water or
Yeah, if you're holding out a bottle of water,
I'm holding it.
yeah,
Like
she'll take it and go rush forward as the young girl goes, "No! Anyo!" And
I'm just like, I don't understand Korean.
No! And is gonna try to slash it as the full moon. You see that the full lunar eclipse trigger. The whoosh, the light is red in the courtyard. The detective is going to try to yeet the water bottle to like splatter as much of the blood as it can. She is going to have to make a check. She does go first though, but she's going to have to make a throw check.
Yes.
She does have points in throw.
Yes. Is there anything I can do to help her?
It is going to be a
I'm kind of
50-50 check.
Okay, cool. Is there any way to help her or anything?
You have already given her the water bottle, so that is.
Damn
that
it!
is-
All right, I'm gonna pray now.
Just
Let's do
pray
it.
now. Okay. She succeeds on
Yes!
the throw. She
This
takes
girl.
it. She goes, thanks, and just fucking yeets that water bottle. It has the perfect arc for maximum splatterage across the area. The meticulous lines and trails of blood splattered. Again, everything has turned red from the moon, the full lunar eclipse, and you hear a horrendous shriek, and then a yell of something, and then the detective's just like, shit. She says she's just gonna have to redraw it with our blood. Be ready. And she's going to rush forward with her knife, and she's going to try to stab the detective.
I was like, don't you have a gun?
This is South Korea. We don't have. Not all police detectives have those.
She
has a baton.
She's like, what? The American in me is just like,
30.
what?
Let's see if our detective can dodge it.
Please dodge it, detective. Please. If you die, I will be so tragically depressed.
Well, just a stab doesn't mean death necessarily. Oh, but our detective does dodge it. And our
Thank God.
girl is not amazing at brawling. She's used to drugging her victims first. So, the detective narrowly dodges the swish of the knife. It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Doesn't she have a giant, I don't know, like long ass fucking dress, like one of those floor length ones, because she's really dramatic like that?
Yeah, she's wearing a hanbok. It's about ankle length. She's barefoot underneath it. A lot of blood splatter on her feet, though.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So, not gonna lie, I'm not much of a combat person.
Nope, but sometimes these situations come up. So this is your practice of how combat works.
I am very excited to maybe try this. I have an idea.
Okay.
So you know how she's seemingly going after the detective right now?
Yes, because the detective is the one who threw the water bottle and messed up her ritual for now. So, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl can do two things. Like, do the drawing thing if she fails at two things.
She's
so
got
one
a
is
mask
she
on,
can't
too.
see,
Yeah.
or if she can't draw.
Mm-hmm.
So, since she's got a little mask on,
it's like a half mask. You imagine to filter out her own incense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's open from the eyes up.
And this place, does it still smell like incense?
Oh yeah, it's heavy. June is like in and out on the floor, like.
I'm gonna see if I can. So I probably have like one of my like tools, right? I don't want to actually hurt her, like as in stab her. You know, that's it's a bit much right now. I'm not that deep yet.
Sure.
But I'm gonna use one of my things and try to like get her mask off while they're fighting.
Ah, okay. So that I'll give you a couple options for that. That could be a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
But I think you also have lock picking. Do you? Or locksmith?
Locksmith, blah, 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 blah. L, where is the L's? No, I do have sleight of hand. It's not great, but
roll me a sleight of hand.
It is like a 1 in 10 chance. Let's try this.
You never know.
Nope.
Didn't
Attempts were made.
Look.
I guess I'll have to bash her face and it's fine. I'll do it next time.
So you try to get the mask off, and it's just she's.
I'm like, go for the mask.
Quick, yeah. You say that though, and the detective. Okay. Just dodges again. And since the detective got faster on the initiative, it's now the detective's turn again, and the detective is going to try to go for the mask. But the detective is going to go for the mask in a different way than you did.
Yeah, because I probably go.
There's
like a swinging blade near me. Not a fan.
Yeah. The detective is gonna go try to fight the mask off, like just aggressively, like brawling the mask off. So we'll see the detective. Hard success.
Oh my god, she's so cool!
Our wannabe Gumiho is going to try to, our little tiny cannibal of human livers is going to try to dodge, which she will. So, dodges. Like they both it touches the mask, but it's not quite enough to it's shifted a little bit.
Okay.
But it's not fully off. And she looks very angry at our detective again and is going to try to stab her again. That's a hard success on a stabby stab.
Oh, that is not good.
So she's gonna try to
Whew.
dodge,
Mhm.
but she
Ooh.
dodges with a hard success, so she is not hit. So again, it's almost like a dance. It's your turn. What would you like to do this round? There, as the stabbings and mask removings and it's very tense right now, and you hear a faint.
And she's like, okay, next schoolgirl tactic.
Yes.
Because that is my experience in brawls as Irena in terms of.
Love it.
I'm gonna try to go from behind the girl, just grab her hair. I was like, just pull it up.
That I
'Cause
love that tactic.
when you can't, go for the hair.
Since she is distracted with an opponent immediately in front of her, and she has long hair, which is all down right now for dramatic effect. I will give you a brawl check with plus 20%.
Excellent. Hey!
So with a plus 20%, you needed to hit a 45 or under, which you definitely did. And let's see, half of 45 is like 22. So I think that's technically a hard success for you.
Yay!
And she
Thank
already
God she's extra.
dodged. So you're gonna just grab her hair. You're not trying to deal damage. You're grabbing her hair. It's gonna give the detective an easier time and give her a harder time. Detective is just gonna try to knock her out at this point. She's got the baton. She's like, all right, baton's coming out. He's gonna aim for the side of the face. Maybe get the mask off. Maybe knock her out.
Maybe both.
Success.
Nice.
That would have been an extreme success. But her difficulty increased because you're grabbing the back of her hair. So the detective is going to get the mask off. They're not going to get a lot of damage right now, but the thing is going to hook around and pull off the mask. And she just... Anya! No encouragement. Just very, very upset, but also has to make a con save now, so... She's rolling really well. Until it came to the con save. She's a little drowsy. All her checks are going to be harder now.
Thank God.
But it is her turn, and you are the one holding her hair right now. So she's going to try to stab behind her.
Wonderful. This was not great. Okay.
But she misses.
Hey!
You don't have to roll a dodge. So she's just trying to wildly flail and stab behind her. And you were holding onto the hair. And because the incense is so thick here, she's not going... If you want to just hold her hair, she'll pass out in like another round.
Yeah, I'm kind of just holding on for dear life. Like,
sure. Holding on for dear life. The detective's gonna try to assist in just holding her, and is just gonna grab the hand with the knife so she doesn't stab you, and you both just hold her down until she goes limp. Whew. Great job, by the way. Thanks. That was a really big help.
Yeah. Well, I got the water bottle.
Yeah, that was a really good call. Yeah, we should get him.
Yeah.
And tie her up. Okay.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
Mr. Kim? Poke. I should probably start on... Yeah, I'm gonna go and start untying him. I'm just gonna, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll take the rope from him and go and tie up Miss Moon.
Okay. It's like... Glad one of us knows to tie knots. Like, I did not go
find where
camping.
the incense is and put it out? Gosh, it's so strong.
Sure. I'm gonna...
Give me a spot
After I
hidden check.
untie him, have a little loosey-goosey. I'd say look for the sniff test, but I feel like that would kill me or put me out.
You do find it. You find it's actually more than one of them. It seems that she's replaced at some point. Probably she came up here during visiting hours and replaced all of the normal nighttime incense with her own special blend. which meant that everyone that was here got knocked out and she didn't have to do anything. So you're able to, like, smother it, put it out. And you're up on a mountain, so there is a good little breeze that does come through after a little while. Once it stops, and it will circulate it out. 30 minutes later, Kim Yoon-jun wakes up and looks very confused. Sees the girl lying down. It's like, ugh. And then sees you too, and it's like, looks. We're not with her. And then like we'll flash the police badge, which is totally not just kitty cat cable organizers.
Nice.
Flash police badge, and he will relax and just look so tired and so relieved. Just go, all right, that's a lot of mountain we have to climb down. Do you want to just do that in the morning?
And take turns watching her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but let's make sure this is, like, really,
Yeah, let's get this is so disrespectful. Let's get, there's a well over there. Let's get some water.
Okay. Yeah, before you do that, I'm gonna quickly, like, take a quick
Sketch
sketch
it
for my
out.
bosses.
Yeah,
because
they'd be very interested in that, yes.
Well, they'd love that.
Oh.
And I'll be like,
Yes, they would.
yeah, date, moon, da-da-da-da-da, symbols, and then, actually, look at this guy. It's like, you don't have to have a camera on. Never mind, you've been kidnapped.
No. What day is it?
Saturday, I believe.
It's Sunday now.
Sorry, Sunday. Yes, October.
He's like, fuck. My head hurts.
It would. You've been drugged, Mr. Kim, and you were nearly killed. But hey, you're alive.
Yeah.
Good English, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I went to university in the States.
And your comics are really good too, so.
Oh, yeah, I was missing. Okay.
Like, yeah, good taste in comics. Just like
Cool.
drawing it is like, I
That's
want to
good.
make sure I gotta do. Yep, and
So,
the boss is about to give me an extra.
yeah, while you're sketching and Jinju is getting like some buckets of water over here, and is like, can I get a copy of that sketch for the crime scene reference for evidence?
Sure. I mean, it's gonna look like a toddler tried it, but yeah, be my guest.
Cool. 'Cause
Also,
I
like, I
would
don't
let
know.
this stand here, but it's kind of defacing, and let's just no.
Would she be in trouble? I don't know, for killing all those foxes. It's like, it's a lot of white fox deaths.
You know, that's something we'll look at. We are going to prosecute her to the highest degree. Don't worry.
I'd love to
And-
say I'm gonna watch it on the news, but feels like it's gonna be hushed up, isn't it?
Yep,
Give
with
it
the
the
Olympics
Olympics.
coming up, probably.
What a shame.
Yep. Hey, but your organization will get probably lots of appreciation from Miss Kim. So,
Yeah.
when do you have to
Saying,
go
you know.
back? How long are you gonna be staying in South Korea?
I have no idea. What is my return ticket?
It was when the job was done.
Yeah, it's just like whenever the job's done, rarely.
Well,
Just shrugs.
I'll need you to like help fill out some paperwork and witness reports and that kind of thing. So, you could stay here for a few days if you wanted.
Sure,
Or I
I'd love
could rush
that.
and
Maybe
have
I
you be
could
out
finally
tomorrow.
do-
So.
No, I'm happy to do all the paperwork. I want to actually try fried chicken. We had
We
had
so getting
barbecue.
fried chicken and beer tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And thus, you all get into some quarters here at the local temple for the night, taking turns watching the serial killer, who wanted to turn into a gumiho, but went about it in a rather interesting way. Seems that it wasn't anything super occult after all, just a serial killer who thought she could become a mythological creature.
There's potential though.
There is potential, but
I mean, I'm not magical though. So
about
who
an
knows?
hour afterwards, the moon clears up, cool bluish white light comes in. Detective cleans off the blood from the prayer area, puts the evidence into Ziploc bags, and sets it all aside.
My cat. Why? Sorry. You knocked over my journal. I think I have puncture wounds.
Oh no. Saris, why?
Cyrus, why?
And yeah, you have a lovely few days hanging out with the detective if you like, and you could even hit up that guy from the barbecue place if you wanted to go on a date.
Nah, I was being nice.
Yeah, he gets it. So you have a lovely few days before you have to go back to the States. Do you exchange contact information with Detective Shin at all?
Why not? I mean, I'm like, well, I'm kind of always in between places, but hey, if you ever want to send me an email, maybe I'm gonna double check that. Do they exist?
So she will give you her telephone number, her fax number, and her address, so you can write.
Maybe a fax number then.
Yeah, letter writing was a
yeah,
big
letter
thing.
is gonna be
Letters, postcards, and a fax if you needed to reach her quickly.
cool. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'll try to reach out rather than the other way around because I kind of travel a lot.
Yeah, no, I get it. I should travel more. You know, I think I need a vacation after this. This was a lot.
Hey, if you ever want to go for a good hoagie,
A hoagie.
that's where I usually
Hoagie. What's a hoagie?
you got to go to like well, there's a couple of good places for it, but there's a couple of good places in New York. That's where I usually live.
New York. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I'll get some leave around the holidays. I should get more leave for this.
I think
Well,
you'll
you know-
probably get. Yeah.
Don't you have a Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we do.
So you would not be working then?
I would be pretending I'm working then.
All right. So maybe I'll visit around Thanksgiving in New York.
Perfect. I mean, that's far away from my parents, so yeah, works for
Okay.
me.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. And we close the scene on you having a wonderful time, eating fried chicken and beer, more barbecue, lots of soju,
Yes.
before you get flown back business class again with a special bonus of appreciation from Miss Kim herself for saving her grandson, as he
Yes.
is her only direct relative at the moment, of a cash bonus just for you. Don't tell your agency.
Yay!
And of course, your agency will also be getting a bonus as well.
Perfect.
That is our session for tonight. Congratulations, you stopped the serial killer.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
Fantastic. So we're gonna just say who we are, where we can find us, if anywhere, and then what your favorite moment from tonight's game was. And I usually go around, but again, it's just us. So what did you like about tonight?
Oh God.
My
so
favorite
many
moments.
So many moments. Oh God. Ooh, I mean, okay, so the most cinematic slow-mo one would probably be like the water bottle turning as our detective just, she MVP'd it so hard. But I think, oh God, they're all so good. I think that a really hilarious moment was probably just trying to break into somebody's apartment and failing twice.
Miserably. Yeah. That was fabulous.
And while like some little old granny was in the back like, oh, them children.
Uh-huh. Kids these days.
That was peak. I'm dying from secondhand embarrassment.
That's what I was aiming for. Thank you. And can we find you anywhere, or are you just gonna be here when the campaign starts?
You'll find me here. Technically, you'll also find me on Twitter. Same handle of Gloria Lark, or Lark Gloria. I don't know how Twitter works. My online presence is relatively non-existent, but I am here for specifically this game.
Beautiful, and we are glad to have you here for specifically this game. And then myself, my favorite moments was, I loved, y'all didn't get to see it in chat, but I loved your face during the mission briefing video. I was like, snuck over, and I was like, he. So that was fun. I also really enjoyed, just, you had very interesting reactions to things. I love people who are newer to Call of Cthulhu, because they just have such interesting perspectives and ideas, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's explore that. Let's go. And it's a lot of fun.
Fresh blood smell.
Oh yeah, and you totally not being fazed by the refrigerator blood and like the weird ritual on the side. You're like, oh yeah, that's not cool. I mean it is because it's a fridge, but okay. It was pretty good. And of course the moments of trying to break in and failing and you cutting fruit in the car to feed yourself and the detective as you're just driving everywhere.
Yeah. And then start packing emergency granola at this point.
Just emergency granola. You're gonna get into the main campaign, and you're gonna be like, "Don't worry, guys, I have emergency granola." Because at one time when I was trying to find a serial killer, I only ate fruit all day and then climbed a mountain, and it was awful. So, yeah. Anyways.
Hydrate before you dihydrate.
Hydrate before you dihydrate. Yeah. I also loved chat. And all their little Twitch chat, all their boat emojis, because they shipped it. They shipped it hard.
Holy, that's a lot of shit.
And let's see, someone got their rom-com and our cosmic horror. That was I think one of my favorite lines from chat. They were all absolutely fabulous. Like, you don't want to hear the sound of dripping in a Call of Cthulhu game. That's always terrible. And just chat was on fire, and I was here for it.
Yeah, I'm just catching up now.
Yeah, it's fabulous. So thank you, chat. Thank you, Snow, for playing. We will see you when all the others have had their solo sessions and we begin the main campaign. So you can find me here, Laugh Love Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. We will be back on Monday for more The New Batch. We had to unfortunately take off this past week because family things for certain people. But we'll be back on Monday for that, and on Tuesday for our Stargate Flames of Hope, and next Wednesday we will be back with our second episode of Wintercroft Investigations, but our next investigator is going to be Dimples and Dice, so stay tuned for his episode. It's going to be a wild ride. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Until next time, have fun, play games.